I'm headed. I need to know which way should I go. I need to know if my struggle was worth it. I need to know. I need to know that my lyrics are really words that I speak. I need to know that. I need to know that I should got surrendered. Cause my back's against the ropes and now I'm feeling a beat. My life was so sweet, but now it's rotten and bruised. I need to know the repercussions from the drugs that I use. Now I face the repercussions from the life that I choose. Beat scarred and I'm better than lit, permanently bruised. I need to know if I could win or if I'm destined to lose. Wish you could lace up in my kicks and walk a mile in my shoes. I need to know if you could take it in the bed in the nose. Cause I've carried all my burdens, I got nothing to lose. I need to know if this rap game is truly more than a dream. I need to know, should I pursue it or just let it just be? Cause I know that I got passion and I truly believe that this fire cracker movement, it is destined to be. I need to know which way that I'm headed. I need to know which way should I go. I need to know that my struggle's worth it. I need to know, I need to know, I need to know that I'm gonna make it. I need to know, cause I'm getting too old. I need to know that my time isn't wasted. I need to know, I need to know. I need to know which way to turn. This road run out, all bridges burned. It's all my fault, don't blame me. So been hard inside, just like my bones. All alone, no present purpose in a compass, broke, lost standards. Earth so hard to word, when he works, just go, that's where I'm standing sure. Is it really worth it when you fail so many times? If I die, well, I'm right on my tombstone, I try. Self-inflicted struggle, always caught up in trouble. Man, it's hard to see the picture, missing pieces to the puzzle. Well, I figure it out. All the looks of my people are figuring it out. Tell them to be your way till figure out the space. And I go splash, chapter, finally moves, book away. Now, hold up, wait, don't turn the page. Last paragraph, I gotta pull some weight, reiterate. I can't escape, go back and race this twist of fate. It's what it is, I can't forget. Just change how my story ends. For once I know how this struggle is, I'm sending you my condolences. I need to know which way that I'm headed. I need to know which way should I go. I need to know that my struggle is worth it. I need to know, I need to know, I need to know that I'm gonna make it. I need to know, cause I'm getting too old. I need to know that my time isn't wasted. I need to know, I need to know.
What's up, good people? How are we tonight? I hope you like that song. It was actually written by a very, very good friend of mine. So good, I call him family. Also a very good friend of Matt's as well. And lifelong friend. Lifelong. Day one right there. That's his song. It's an original. So if y'all like it, then I will pass on that message to him and let him know that y'all like it. I'm gonna drop the link. Natasha, you is in the house. So I am doing this tonight with Miss Natasha, and we are going to have a good freaking time tonight. Not going to about people may or may not like. Do apologize. If you're if you're not comfortable, you're always welcome to leave. I'm not gonna hold it against you, but we got some shit to talk and some shit we fixing to do. Some shit talking, right? Hold up. All right, and there's the link, my lovely. So how is everyone doing tonight, y'all? Let me know. What's good? What is good? Skunky, how's the humping going?
Skunk's the man.
Skunk is the humper. He is King Humper. There's King Dingaling and there's King Humper.
Can I say one thing?
Pete's in the house.
Can I say one thing? I don't want to interrupt. It's your live, and you have guests coming on. To Skunk, to Debbie, to all the fellow Dougies. You know, there's a lot of supporters that support Damaged Goods from sticking up for Doug Live. You know, apparently the hard work has paid off. The videos have paid off. Proud to announce. Now, it's not my channel, and I don't know the reasoning behind it here.
Doing a live.
But I will say that
He's just back there talking. He's always
the
puts in his 2
nutcase
cents.
T. Kelly
Hey,
is
what up,
officially
Foot?
blocked from that channel.
Hi, everybody.
Chat. Proud to announce that. Okay, go ahead. Go take it away, ladies. I'll be modding.
We're ready. We got permission to go on and talk.
Right. I look all. It's like I'm all zoomed in now for you. I like your stream better.
Well, I told you yours just seemed weird to me, and I don't know. It could just be the fact that I don't fucking know. Never mind. I never know what the hell I'm talking about.
Imagine
All
how
right.
I feel.
So we have a couple things we want to talk about. One of them things is Jared from AWP, which is an absolute disgrace, and I am completely disappointed in their organization because they should know better and they should know who they're working with. So that's on them.
What I was just saying, what I was just, trolling the tube before I come in. It looks like, I'm almost certain that I made the right choice by, going ahead and doing what I did. And yeah.
What's up, Sky?
The sisters come forward. Wait a minute, I thought I was y'all's kid. I was y'all's kid when we went on the road trip.
Did you you can drop your link if you know how to do that in the chat.
No, the sister came forward today from Jared. Jared's sister.
Hold on. I'll do it.
You got it? I can drop it off my phone.
Yeah, I just have to. For some reason, like I told you, the computer just doesn't let me do everything that I'd like it to do. So right there is Natasha's channel link. Y'all go check her out. She's just getting, going. I think she has like 60-something subs. But
I have 60.
really,
I lost one.
She's got badass stories, a lot of experiences. Bitch,
you got me a wrench.
Yeah. And I think
I'm really gonna be dangerous with these wrenches.
I don't throw them out often. Every now and again, I throw a few. She has come forward on Facebook. So, okay, what's going on? Recap. What's up, DC's in the house? How are you tonight? So, hey, catch DC. I just threw a wrench at you.
Oh.
Jared, I have the court paperwork and everything on my phone, but babe, you have it too? Cause maybe you want to come over here and read it. So,
he can be our reader.
I can give it a quick
in
breakdown.
92, I believe he sexually molested his very young child cousin. She was 7 and he was 7.
No, she was 9 or 10.
She was not. All right, she was 9 and he was 7 years younger. That's what it came in. Sorry,
older. He was older.
He was older than her by 7 years. And the paperwork, what it says, I said catch. what the things that it says is very disturbing and upsetting. Matt, since you're half naked, why don't you just read it out so everybody can hear?
Oh, it's pretty long. Email correspondence.
Just not the email, just the court paperwork. It says
2
how
counts of rape. 2 counts.
All right.
Caleb, can you please read the charges that have been handed out?
I guess I'm gonna have to go and get what I'm looking for because
The legal. I got it right here.
the husband ain't picking up what I'm putting down.
So we got here. I'll read it here. It says the legal paperwork says this here. It's 3 pages long. Basically, what it is he's been indicted. Okay, he's been indicted 30 years. The state of Utah has no statutes of limitations on rape. So it says
Utah, yeah, it doesn't matter if it was 30 years ago or 300 years ago. If you did it, you done did it, and you can get charged at any given time.
Count 1 rape, first degree. Count 2, January 1st, 1992. So basically, the honor between the 1st of January and the 31st of December. So basically, this was And this was on a child, sexual intercourse with a child who was under the age of 14. Okay. The second page says special instructions. Now this is a little bit awkward, but I think I know what this means. Special instructions, and this is a summons from the state of Utah versus Jared Leisk. You are further directed to appear at the Sanpete County Jail at 1500 South Highway 89, Manti, Utah, for booking in release. Bring with you to the jail this summons and attached information document at least by 8 a.m. for your court appearance. You're encouraged to hire an attorney. If you are indigent, the court will consider you an entitled court appointed attorney. What I think this is, he's been indicted, and there's a rumor that he fled. I don't know if that's validated. I don't know if that's true. It does make sense, but I don't know if it's true. He's been indicted, but not yet arrested. So this indictment in the court paperwork, they're asking him to turn himself in, and he can bond out. Don't know what the bond is. It doesn't say, but that's what the second piece of paper says. And the third piece of paper says, we did the special instructions. Okay. Third piece of paper says,
I am going to read something when he's done that it might make
if these charges are state charges.
It says if you fail to obey
down by the federal ones.
If you fail to obey this summons, the court will issue a warrant for your arrest. Now what this is for Wednesday, November 30th is the initial appearance. I believe this is a first appearance at 10:30 a.m. for 2 counts of rape. Count 1, rape of a child of first degree. Count 2. Now, people were saying to this, that there's somebody money hungry. Why would someone wait 30 years? I have no idea. I've never been molested, anything like that. So I can't tell someone, especially a victim, what their time limit is. I have no idea about that. However, people, I think, just support them so hard that they don't want to believe it, which I fall into that bracket of people. But you can't do that because as of today, via Facebook, his own sister doubled down on these claims, backed everything up, and said, yes, he's a monster. He's assaulted me as well. There's 2 victims here. The cousin, and this was the cousin, evidently the sister as well. I don't know too much about the sister.
She's come forward with her name yet.
The cousin hasn't, yeah. On this paperwork that I just read and all those emails, her name is there, or at least her family's last name or something, but she wiped it out and crossed it out. She gets privacy, but at the end of the day, what we're looking at here is an indictment of 2 counts of rape on the cousin and admission and the sister, which would also be the cousin, right?
No.
Jared's
Jared's cousin and his sister. His sister's name's Jessica.
Jessica,
yes.
Yeah. Not Jessica, it's with a CH.
That would also be Jessica, and the victim would also be cousins.
Yeah,
so,
they would be
right?
cousins.
Yeah.
I'm going to read this one, which I'm really not, I don't want to because all y'all know I'm a crybaby, but
it's disturbing and
fuck
sad.
it.
You want me to read it?
Information, State of Utah versus Jared Leisk. Statement of probable cause. The defendant and the victim are cousins. In 1992, the victim was between 9 and 10 years old. The defendant 7 years old, 1592. The victim lived in, not going to say the town, which is located in Sanpete County. About this time, the defendant and the victim were in the victim's bedroom when the defendant pinned the victim to the ground, pulled her underwear down, and put his penis inside her vagina. During another incident, the same year, the defendant and the victim were at their grandparents' house in Manti when the defendant laid on top of the victim and put his penis inside her vagina. Again, information was obtained from the following witnesses, and then it says the detective's name from Ephraim City, and it gives the incident report number. It was dated November 3rd, 2022. So that is official court documentation right there. I think it's disgusting. As far, and there's more, I'm not going to read it all. As far as this person is concerned, I think that he deserves to get the worst punishment ever. How in the fuck is he going to be a survivor, a victim advocate? How is he going to save people and do all these good things and act like he's Captain America, work with this amazing team who has done so much good, and yet he did this? Is this his way of like for the past? Like, is this his good deed? Like, what is he trying to fucking prove here? Because it ain't working on me. I'm pissed as fuck. I don't care if he organized and put this team together. I don't mean shit. Everybody that's a part of that group should be ashamed of themselves for not looking in. They should all have background checks. They should all know about each other. We should all know, if I'm in a group of 5 people and we are going to save and rescue and hunt and do everything and anything we can to help solve crimes and save people, then I need to make sure that my entire team is clean. They have a clean record. We are not chomos. We are not sexual predators. There's no domestic violence. There's nothing. I know everybody likes to say right. Everyone likes to say SA and DV. I'm sorry, I'm not going to water it down. It's not SA. It's sexual assault. It's not DV. It's domestic violence. By just giving it letters, you're watering it down and making it seem less of a crime. You're making it seem like the severity of the situation just doesn't really hit you when you hear just 2 fucking letters. That team should be ashamed of themselves. They need to come out and they need to talk about it. They need to discuss the protocol. What are the rules and regulations for joining their team? How come they do not do background checks? What do they do and what will they do from here on out to make sure that this does not happen again, that they are not working with somebody who they are working against? I mean, in reality, they are against this type of person, yet they're best buddies. So that's my rant. I'm pissed. Your turn.
Noelle,
go.
While we're on here, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to read these for those who, I hope nobody in the chat's like still with them or whatever, but it's y'all's decision if you are. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to read the emails from Jared to her. She says on February 4th, do you feel better as a person doing things like this? Does this make you feel like less of a child molesting monster parading around in human skin? There is no forgiveness for what you did to me in my home in Utah, Grandma and Grandpa's house in Las Vegas, and right above Grandma and Grandpa's head in their very own truck. The rest of the family is just about as much to blame as you because they didn't turn you in when they knew better, and I was just a child and did not know better. And yet you're still welcomed at family get-togethers or like my grandfather's funeral, while I in the parking lot getting ready to get out of the car and attend. I seen your face and became so violently ill I couldn't even attend. I had to drive down the street to CVS and watch it all via Zoom. All these people may be calling you a hero and saying that you're doing such great things, but we both know the truth about you, and you're obviously not ashamed of your past, but I also am not ashamed of my past, and I have a voice and I use it as much as possible can. Your secrets are not hidden. So his response to that was, he says, I'm so very sorry for the things that we cannot change. It is unfortunate that the Lysick and the well, I'm not gonna put her name out there and stuff, but it's unfortunate that our lineage experienced the shit that you, I, and many other cousins were brought into. Like yourself, I was once a victim by multiple people and out of the family. It is unfortunate. Hold on, I gotta scroll down here. They weren't sent to me on the same page by somebody. I'm not saying no names. Like yourself, I was once a victim by multiple people, both in and out of the family. I am so very sorry for the things that we cannot change. It is unfortunate that our lineage experienced. Well, I done read that. Like yourself. Well, I done read that one too. Hold on. Many of us cousins got together to acknowledge what had happened in our youth and made a pact to put an end to it and to protect our children from anything like that ever happening to them. I have myself tried to apologize to you and having or a conversation with you about it to answer any questions you may have. I'm gonna stop there for a second. Like, what kind of friggin' conversation does he think she would have? Like, question. I mean, I just want to know what kind of question she, Anyway, the first time that I apologized, I'm sorry for the way that it was handled. For I was under the impression that your mother knew, and that I felt it was appropriate at that time to have the conversation with both. I do not mean to embarrass you or to catch you off guard. The second time that I tried was not to clear my own conscience, but to help you heal and help with any struggles you may have been having
about this.
of us had to learn to overcome and move forward. You essentially told me to go through myself how I had embarrassed you the first time around. I am sorry. My understanding is that other cousins also have tried to have the same conversation with you. We are now adults, and it's for us to acknowledge and address those consequences from our child and adolescent years.
Yeah.
Oh. You want me to put on screen for you? I can show. I can put on screen. Why you got?
Do what? What happened? Hello.
Come on.
Is it mine? Is it mine? Can you hear me?
I emailed it.
1 second. Yeah, hold on.
Yeah, Murray, thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry. My stupid mic keeps muting.
Well, my internet went off for a second, so I mean,
article.
Stupid thing. All right.
Let me read this article. So I'll post this in the chat afterwards. There is an article here from the Sun. Do you want me to read it? Do you want to read it?
You can read it. You're right. Yeah, you got it.
Yeah. I'm going to post this link in the chat here in a second. It's actually a video and a story. It says disturbing history, chilling details about dark past of Adventures with Purpose founder Jared Leisk, who is charged with child rape. A founding member of Adventures with Purpose, the volunteer dive group that gained national attention after they found a missing teen Kylie Rodney's body, was charged with 2 counts of child rape. Jared allegedly raped a relative twice in 1992 when the victim, who is 7 years younger, was between 9 and 10 years old, according to the criminal complaint obtained by the U.S. Sun. The alleged incidents happened in the victim's bedroom and in their family member's house in Utah, according to court documents. The criminal charges were filed Friday in Sanpete County Court in Utah. Adventures with Purpose, AWP, didn't return the U.S. Sun's email request for comment, and Lysick couldn't immediately be reached. AWP is an known for finding missing teen Rodneys. People in the chat, we were just talking about that. It said, you'll see, I'll post this when we're done. It's an Oregon-based volunteer diving search team that's most known for Kylie Rodney case. The truck and the body submerged in water in the end of August. AWP AWP made headlines after finding Rodney's remains following a frantic search, blah, 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 blah. Initial law enforcement searches missed Rodney's car. Lysek, is that how you say his last name? Lysek?
Lysick.
Lysek started the group in 2019, but it's unclear if he's still actively involved. Social media users began questioning where Lysek was in September after he wasn't seen during the group's major breakthrough in Rodney's case. Since 2019, AWP has helped solve at least 23 missing person cases, some involving children, which they documented on their successful YouTube channel. According to their YouTube About page, they are dedicated to helping families of missing loved ones. Doug Bishop, 38, is the lead diver and investigator in the group of 10 members. I didn't know they had 10 members. Bishop told Fox affiliate WJBK that an environmentalist group that would clean up waterways. Lysek's efforts led to a vehicle being discovered underwater here in the city of Portland, Oregon, Bishop told the outlet. Then he started focusing on just pulling vehicles out. However, when one of the vehicles was discovered containing human remains, people started calling the group, hoping to get answers for their own cold cases for their missing ones. Ethan Kazmerzak was one such case. Yeah, after the missing 22-year-old vanished in September. Then it talks about that case. According to their website, support from fans and concerned viewers who watch their documentaries and make purchases and donations ultimately make it possible for the AWP team to provide free services to families. In the spirit of being transparent, they explain that anytime viewers watch an ad on their videos posted on YouTube or Facebook, the team receives an average of 0.005, half a cent, which makes up their services and affords those need. And that's it. I'm going to actually post this in the chat so you guys can check this out for yourself. But we're just talking about that in the chat. They are from Oregon. I thought California.
Oregon. I just sent it to Noel, but I just found a thing from the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission from June 26, 2001, litigation release number 17053, Securities and Exchange Commission versus Jared Ray Lysek and Byron John Lysek, civil action number CV01-6084 AAD.OR. And it says in there that he did say on that one site that he has had bankruptcy, but this stock company was operating a momentum stock picking website called TNTstock.com, through which the brothers issued stock recommendations on the website and via email newsletter to more than 13,000 TNT subscribers. After the things were released, the price and trading volume profiled stock rose dramatically, often more than doubling the pre-recommendation levels. Long story short, I believe, let's see, where does it say here? The complaint further alleged that the defendants falsely claimed, among other things, that TNT's representative held no more than 5,000 shares of any stocks profiled on their website, and that TNT's representatives would never sell shares until 30 minutes after issuing a recommendation. In fact, the complaint alleged the defendants usually held more than 20,000 shares and sold most of their shares within 30 minutes of the release of the recommendations. The defendants are alleged to have made $195,994.50 in profits from the scheme. Without admitting or denying the allegations contained in the complaint, the defendants consented to the entry of judgments permanently enjoining them from future violations of the anti-fraud provisions of Section 10B of the Securities Exchange Act. And of 1934 and Rule 10B-5 thereunder, and ordering them to pay disgorgement totaling $195,994.50 and prejudgment interest thereon, but waiving payment of disgorgement and not assessing civil penalties based upon the defendant's demonstrated inability to pay. How many of y'all in the chat put a 1 if you know this, and put a 2 if you don't? That Jared just recently purchased a home in Oregon over $1 million.
Did not know that.
I found it on Zillow.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes. Yep. I think all I did was type in Jared, his name, and hold on, let me see here. I think that's all I did was type in.
Taking it. None
They
of
might.
us. Well, you know what? I don't watch them. I don't pay attention to them. I know they do a great job. I looked a little into them for a little bit, but yeah, I have too much crap to do on my own damn time that I don't look into a bunch of things. And that's, I guess, my problem is I have to figure out how to manage my time better.
Mm-hmm.
Which, and Matt will tell you, I run around like a freaking psycho. I'm just like here, there, and everywhere. But so we do have a few people in here that are rape survivors. And
hello, Dolly Bear.
Yes.
Hello, up? Pete. Hello, Chaos Queen.
Sorry. And Jared Lysick's net worth as of November 2022, $302,000 millions of dollars is what it says on here. 302,000 millions of dollars on this one thing.
Really? So apparently they're not just doing it for the, out of the kindness of their own hearts. Camille said, I hope the others continue to do what they do and find others, but Jared needs to step down and admit his fault and get forgiveness. He needs to man up.
He's already admitted guilt by omission by, that email.
Charges. He needs to do his time. He needs to come to terms with it, make up for it, repent, do what he has to do to move forward for when he's released, and he can be able to then have a chance to be a better person. I do not think that he has any business being in any type of organization to help save or anything else, any type of victims or whatever, because he's a scumbag and I don't trust him. And I almost feel like he's capitalizing on everybody. It's disgusting. It really is. But I almost feel as though he's one of those types of people that's going to get real close to you, save you, and then he's going to sit there and turn around and make you his victim. So
yeah,
he needs to do what he has to do. And after that, he needs to, think about what he's going to do and how he's going to move forward. Natasha, Camille is on the screen. This is Natasha. She has a channel. She's just getting started. Very smart, has a lot of really great stories, amazing experiences, things that will blow your fucking mind. I think she's going to take off as soon as she starts, getting over the butterflies and stuff and starts putting her stuff out there. She has a lot of great insights. But as I told you earlier, I think that you should not only share stories that you're passionate about like this and express your feelings, but you need to throw in an experience or two every here and there. Like I talk about my shit, whatever, I don't give a fuck. But talk about yours as well, because people are going to be like, wow, you are going to be surprised at how many people you can reach and connect with.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons why this story with Jared it's really hit home with me, because I myself am a survivor of the heinous malicious crimes that are done upon people, kids, and things like that. Mine started in the 80s. If Juju comes in, she was. No, I'm not Natasha Cooper. Let me just clear that out. I'm not Natasha Cooper. What was I going to say? I streamed a little bit earlier, but was having some technical difficulties and all, which helped me a little bit because it got me through my butterflies and things like that. But like I said, I am a survivor. And it's hard when you go to talking about this stuff because it's hard when you go to talking about this stuff because this is that elephant in the middle of the freaking Walmart parking lot that covers the whole Walmart parking lot. You know what I'm saying? Nobody wants to talk about this. And that's why it's, to me, I feel like it's becoming more, you're seeing it more often nowadays. And, I mean, I'll go ahead and share. Mine was by my cousin. He was older than me. When I was 9 years old, I actually set my apartment on fire, and it was me and my granny at the house at the apartment, and she was in a wheelchair. But I was 9 years old, and I had been being touched and stuff like that. And in my mind, I thought that maybe I could burn them out, burn the feelings out, burn the demons out. Well, my granny was 83 when I was born. I'm 43 now. And so she's an older lady. She was a feisty woman, but she thank you, Dolly Bear. She was, I never will forget. Another thing I won't forget was that night I got the laundry out of the dryer for her, took it in the living room because this apartment you could shut the hallway door, and it had a door on it. And my granny was in the living room. Well, before I got the clothes out of the dryer, I went in my dad's bedroom and I took a cigarette. I lit it. I sat it down. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if there's statute of limitations on that or now, but I got a story and I'll stick to it. It was the wiring, and that's what y'all said it was. But anyway, so whenever I took the clothes to my granny and she had told me to take them, put the towels up, when I opened that hallway door, I saw some smoke coming about from underneath that, and I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna say nothing yet because my 83 years old in Southeast Georgia. I can't tell you how many times I had to pick a peach stick to get whooped with. But anyway,
Go get yourself a switch off.
No, I had to get a peach tree. That's what I had to get. and
it better not be one of those brittle ones that break on contact, or I'm gonna go out there and get a nice good.
It wouldn't. It had to be perfect too, or else I might as well just sit up in the tree. So anyway, I'm taking the towels down the hallway, and all of a sudden, whenever I turn, because I didn't open my dad's room, I was smart enough to know, if you see smoke, you don't open a door, right? You don't.
Right.
So,
well,
I seen that smoke, and I seen the orange flame underneath the door. Do you hear me? I seen the orange flame, like the embers underneath the door, and I'm like, I'm still not going to say nothing. My granny says, Tasha, is there something burning in there? Huh? No, ain't nothing burning on.
Where you were? My favorite queef in the whole world is in the house. Sorry, I get excited when I see her. My vagina starts to rumble.
Oh, my Lord. So my granny says, about that time when she said that, and I'm lying to her, the smoke alarm goes off. So we're living in these apartments. I had to take and get my granny out. My aunt about tore my ass up. I never will forget it. But that was when I was 9. So I had to succumb stuff up till I was 9, and then from 7 to 9, and then whenever I was 11, I'll never forget it. I feel like I'm repeating myself, but I guess the more I say it, the better it comes out. When I was 11, I remember this night because I had a field trip to go on the next day on a Saturday, and where my uncle and my aunt lived, my Uncle Ricky and my Aunt Linda lived, and Melissa and Ethan, that was my aunt's niece or whatever, I can't remember now. They lived like 2 blocks behind where we lived or whatever, 2 or 3 blocks, but it wasn't but like a block or so from the high school, and that's where I had to go catch the bus at to go on this field trip the next day. Because, yeah, that's just where I had, and no, I take it back. At this time, we were living at 666 10 Mile Road in Fitzgerald, Georgia.
666. That should tell y'all something.
It was actually, and the house is still standing. The house is still standing down there, believe it or not. But I went up to my uncle and my aunt's house because I had to go to the field trip, right?
Mm.
Okay, so and my cousin Jeff, his name's Jeff. He stayed the night, and there was a bedroom back in the back, and if he wasn't there, I would sleep there because I mean I'm like one of my aunts and my uncle's kids because I was my daddy's only kid. So until he got married, and then he got some other kids too. But anyway, Jeff was staying, and on this night, Eddie and I looked it up while it was Eddie and the Cruisers we was watching that movie.
Eddie and the Cruisers, I loved that damn movie.
The song though, On the Dark Side.
On the dark side. Sorry. Yeah, it's a great song. Great movie. He was so good looking.
I'll never forget it either because everybody else went to sleep, and usually Jeff, I mean, it wasn't uncommon for Jeff to sit up, and he was like, I'll make sure she goes to bed. She don't stay up late. Okay. I didn't sleep a wink that night. Not one iota wink. I was 11 years old. And the part of that movie where Eddie's getting ready to drive drive his car off into the, am I right? He drives his car off into that lake, right?
Mm-hmm.
I believe so.
Right.
And that song's playing. That's when that happened to me, when I was 11 years old. The penetration actually began when I was 11 on that night. I didn't have no pads. I'd never had a monthly before. I was 11. He told me, he said, because I was like, what are you doing? I mean, because he got over on me. I was like, what are you doing? And he's like, just be quiet. It won't hurt or what. I'm like, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? And he's like, just be quiet. And me, 11 years old, I knew what he was doing wasn't right. But he told me to be quiet. And Uncle Ricky and them would have heard, if I said anything or yelled or whatever, because we was in the living room and their bedrooms was off to the side. So, after he got done, I remember I could not move. It was like I was really, really numb, and I couldn't move. And he went to his bedroom, and I think in my little mind, I was like, well, maybe if I just lay here, he'll think, it won't happen again. It didn't happen again that night, but I always came to my aunt and uncle's house, to go to school and things like that, because we lived out in the country. And I like to be able to go to school. I like to be able to meet my friends before school. I was kind of an outcast. I was a poor girl, for real. We didn't have a lot of money down there. And I just remember it kept, whereas Jeff wouldn't be over there when I was there, he started showing up. And what's up? He started showing up, and it come here. That was whenever I was 11. My dad got died. I come up here to Missouri in 93, and my mama tried to keep me up here with her, but my dad him and my Uncle Ricky drove from Georgia to up here to pick me up in September 94. And I'm glad they did, because my daddy passed away in September 94. This was September 93. They come up here and got me. And my daddy passed away in September 94. So while my daddy was in the hospital, he had cancer too. And while he was in the hospital, he trusted me to be at my uncle and my aunt's house, because my stepmom would have to be at the hospital with my daddy, and my Aunt Thelma would stay there and take care of my granny. So there really wasn't nobody, to look out for me. So I had to go to Uncle Ricky's, and it happened frequently. It just I don't know how to explain it for real, but yeah. But when my dad passed away, my mom had to come back down there and get me. And I remember I had started bleeding real bad when my dad passed away. Uh, I thought it was just me being stressed, and because ever since I was 11, when it was that time of the month, it was usually pretty heavy anyway. Because I mean, you got to think, when you're a kid and it's not time for your body to start that, and then it's forced upon you. You kind of have you just have to go with it or whatever. So, and we didn't have money down there or whatever, like I said, so I didn't get to go to the doctor and things like that. Well, when I got up here to Missouri with my mama, and I mean, I had a lot of pain and stuff too when my dad passed away and I was bleeding. I found out when I got up here that it wasn't due to anything other than I was miscarrying a baby whenever I was bleeding. So I lost my first child at the age of, in September 1994, by a man. It was my flesh and blood. And that's the first time. It's the second time now I've actually, like, out in the public, said anything about it. Because on September 15th, which is when my daddy died, my best friend up here, she had my niece the same day, same time. So, I mean, we celebrate her birthday and stuff like that. My best friend, we make sure we take a few minutes, and I don't know why. I guess because it was my baby. I don't know. All I know is that not only did he take my underway from me, it made me have to grow up really, really fast, and he took my innocence away from me. And it put in my mind a feeling of never really wanting kids, because I knew that had happened, and I didn't want another mistake to feel guilty about. And those feelings caused a lot of problems with me and my kid now. And that's why I use drugs. That's why I used the drugs to numb. Plain and simple, I didn't shoot or nothing like that. And I didn't do nothing but weed and coke. And, well, back in 98, 99, I was on coke and crack. But in 96, I tried meth for the first time. And it was like, that really helped the pain right there. That put my mind somewhere I didn't want it to be. But, and it made me feel better. But I got in trouble in 2009. Here at Sykeston, Missouri, at the Super 8, I had purchased a total of 54.9 grams of Sudafed. So my child sexual abuse and molestation by a monster cost me a child, caused me to have feelings toward ever having kids. And I'd hurt somebody over my kid. I would, for real. But it cost me a federal sentence. It did. It cost me a federal sentence. Is what it cost me. I got a 60-month federal sentence. My husband, he got 188 months. He did 11 of it because he got the drug reduction thingamajigger. It was federal, though, because I purchased 54.9. Thank you, white boy. I purchased a total of 54.9 grams of pseudoephedrine and a total of 3 months. You're only supposed to purchase 3.9 grams a month. So that's why I'm Warrior T. But when I read those articles and stuff yesterday, it put me all the way back in the 80s and 90s, and it was just like, you live in Missouri too, Sky? I'm in Sykeston, throwing rolls over here at Lambert's. But if you know, you had said there's some victims in the chat, please use your voice and say something. I won't ever file charges against him. I'll just make sure I put his name out. I will. He's gonna die a miserable death, I'm sure. And but for those of you who you're close to me, Sky. For those of you that are victims, please say something. I'm already estranged from my families down there in Georgia, for real, for the most part. There's a few I talk to still, my cousins. I talk to them. They're victims too, though.
There's a lot of victims, and they'll never say anything about it because of embarrassment or shame.
Well, because you think nobody's going to believe you. I told my aunt when I went down there at Donna, when I went down there a few years ago, and she didn't believe me. Both my mamas believed me. And my stepmom, when I finally told her in 2013, this was 94 when I left home from my dad passing away, and that ain't all of it. Now, hold on, let me back up 1 second here. After my dad passed away and I moved back up here, I went back down to Florida because I had my aunt that lived in Florida. I went there, and he would try there. I left and went and got my best friend. I didn't come back home all night. I didn't. Yeah, I did have to do time. I did January 2011 to November 2013, and I walked my paper down, my supervised down. So that was that from 98 to 99. Luckily, I only seen him, I think, maybe 2 or 3 times, but I know every time I went back down there after 94, I'd tell everybody I didn't want to be around him, and I didn't. And then in 2003, it was 2008 is when me and my daughter went to Fitzgerald to stay. I kind of wanted my kid to know what Fitzgerald life was like, a little bit, somewhat the southern South. He tried then, and I remember running out my trailer door. My other cousin lived right down the road from me, and I told him what was going on. And Jeff, I had a couch, an old love seat that sat outside my trailer. I lived in a trailer park. I'm trailer park trash. Proud of it. I am proud of it all the way. The son of a bitch set the love seat on fire with me and my kid in my trailer, and I left and never come back. But that was in 2008. No, fucking November 2008. I hate November. I'm telling you, I don't like the number 4 anymore, the number 5, November at all. So 2008 is when I got diagnosed with cancer down there, and I come back up here. But that's not why I come back up here for real. I come back up here because that motherfucker tried to burn me out my house with my kid in there. So yeah. But I have not seen him physically in a long time, but I know day before yesterday, for some reason, this was before the things come out on Jared even, about I just typed my uncle's name in in the Georgia sex offender registry because my uncle Ricky, his stepdaughter Kelly, she filed charges against him when she got grown and could leave the house. And my uncle had been a prison guard all my life. And she filed charges on him, and he got charged with incest and had to go do time in the prison he worked, even. And he's on that registry, but that's the first time I've laid eyes or seen my uncle since 2018, maybe 17, 18. But I took and no, I say I'm trash because White Trash Beautiful. There's a song called White Trash Beautiful at Trailer Park Queen. I like trailers. I live in a camper. So, anyway, whenever the documents come out on Jared, I pulled Jeff's profile up.
I'm not feeling good. Throw up earlier.
And I just started throwing up. I don't even gonna lie. Excuse me. I just started throwing up and was not able to eat or anything just from looking at his picture. But he had reached out to me a few years ago, and I was telling him, well, I went white. My boyfriend at the time, I went white, and he was like, what's wrong? And I was like, it's him. And he was like, who? I was like, him. And he was like, him? And I was like, yes, him. And I remember when I got myself together, I messaged him back, and I told him I hoped he died. And I still do. His brother Mike, my other cousin, we lost him last year to COVID. But I loved Mike. He'd always get on to Jeff if he was around and he was being mean to me. And I was mad at God over that. I was like, dang. I was like, why couldn't you took the devil? You know? So, yeah, you are long gone. We are, but, yeah, that's that on that part of my life. That's what led me to... That's what made me into being a warrior. And I guess my strength I have comes from hoping that my voice can help somebody else have a voice, and even those that are gone. So, thank you. I get told I'm brave and I get told I'm strong, but I must be something because I have beat so many odds. I took a golf club. I took a 9-iron right here to my head on this side. I didn't even know who I was or anything. Took a ball bat right here, right here, right here. Yeah. And my mama, who come and got me from Georgia in 94, she got hit in the head one time on May 4th. Her and her husband were fighting because he wanted to crack rock. He wanted to crack rock. He was a crackhead. My mama died on May 5th. Hey, Sluggy. Yeah, so I've survived domestic violence. I've survived intimate partner abuse. I've survived being a missing person. Yeah, I was like a few hours from being a statistic as a missing person. My family was like, if she don't surface tomorrow, y'all don't see her, we're filing it. Well, I did surface, but it was scary and all, but I've been held, all the stuff that happened in Excelsior Springs, it's like these cases and stuff, it's like I guess that's why I have so much compassion for the victims and stuff, because I've survived this shit. And I hope that my voice will be what helps somebody else survive, because it's been hell. I mean, I've lived a hell of a life. I probably lived more crazier lives than Bonnie and Clyde and them people back there in the carpetbagger days and all that stuff. So, I mean, you turn to drinking, Sky. This is what all I've experienced with. I've drank. I used to be a hoe. I was a hoe. Am I proud of it? No. But that was what I did. I numbed with sex. I numbed with alcohol. I numbed with dope. Plain and simple. But I did get clean. I am clean now. I'm exhausted, but mostly I'm exhausted because, like I said, I was diagnosed with cancer in 2008, and luckily though my body is accepting the steroid treatment that they have me on, and I'm not gonna be dead no time soon either. It don't look like, because they told me I wouldn't make it till Christmas. So I was like, my lung got to bother me really, really bad. I only have 1.25 lung left. I'm in phase 3 kidney failure. So my kidneys don't work worth crap.
You on dialysis?
I won't take dialysis. I won't take dialysis. I won't take chemo. I won't take radiation. I won't even do oxygen, because I feel like you get put on that stuff and you got to be dependent on it. I've been dependent on dope and other things a long, long time. I don't need nothing else to be dependent on. When God's ready to take me out, he can just let me go to sleep and take me. Until then, I guess I'm just going to be a feisty, rambunctious gangster. I guess. I don't know.
I'm waiting for some stuff to get done medically, but I won't do chemo or radiation or anything like that either. So
my daddy got diagnosed in May of 94. He was gone in September. I remember the last day of school, I got out of school, and there was this luggage set I really, really wanted, because like I said, on the summer times I'd go down to Florida with my aunts. I remember I come in from school, and I knew my daddy had been sick a little bit. I knew, they told me he had cancer and stuff, and he was sick, but he was going to be okay. Well, I remember I come in from school, May of 94, it was the end of the year, and that luggage was sitting there I wanted, and I'm like, what's that for? I was like, it ain't Christmas, because I was very impoverished. I say impoverished because it's poverty. I got hand-me-downs, stuff like that. The last Christmas present I got from my daddy was a poncho. It was a purple and red it was a red poncho from Walmart, and a pair of purple button-up pants, button fly. He got me a pair of Keds. That was my Christmas present. The last Christmas I ever got with my daddy, which was 93. But I had wanted that luggage, and I was like, what's that doing here? And my stepmom said, come on. We went in my bedroom, and she smoked Marlboros. I mean, that was back when Marlboros weren't that bad. And they knew I had been smoking, considering, I did try to set the apartment on fire with a cigarette, or I did set the apartment on fire with a cigarette when I was 9. So I remember my stepmom sat me down on the bed, and she said, you want a cigarette? And I was like, to her, I was like, okay, what's going on here? And that's what I said. I was like, what's going on? I've got luggage out there that I wanted, and you're asking me if I want a cigarette. I said, Sandy, what's going on? Because that's what I call my stepmom, Sandy.
No, we won't. Babe, I have it highlighted. We're going to recap on that. Sugar butt, my little sugar butt, she wants to know what's going on with Jared. So,
bullshit.
You like to take over and tell her? I'm going to run to the little girl's room real quick.
Okay, I'm just going to finish telling them about this real quick with my dad. My stepmom sat me down and asked me if I wanted to.
One, you do you, but if you want to start talking about that before I get back, it's your show.
Okay. Now that I can breathe a little bit, I got off that one subject, so
you're doing good. You're doing better than a lot of other people would, and you're talking about some hard shit. It ain't easy.
Thank Juju Bones for that, because she got me through the pre-trial run or whatever. But anyway, my stepmom sat me down. She said, do you want a cigarette? And me being a teenager, I'm like, sure, go ahead, give it here. And I remember I lit that cigarette up, and I'm sitting there and I'm still trying to figure out what the hell's going on. And she told me, she said, Tasha, she said, your daddy, she said, we went to the doctor. And I said, yeah, what's going on? She said, he's terminal. So that was in May of 94, the end of May. And my daddy was gone September 15th. We lost him to cancer September 15th, 1994. That's why I won't do chemo or radiation or anything. The only treatment I will take is steroid treatment. And I was hesitant because I've just been so ready to completely give up on everything. My body's tired. I mean, it is tired, but hell, I've been I've been rode probably harder than Monica Lewinsky rode President Bill Clinton. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. But that's my story, my background of why I'm a survivor, and I'm gonna keep on surviving. But Sugar Butt, what's going on with? Thank you, Sluggy. What's going on? And thank you all for being there. And Sky, if you want to send me a message or whatever, you can find me on Facebook too. Because if you, I like it when people's close to me or whatever. Because I don't have no friends except online. I don't go nowhere. I stay here at home. That's all. I was working a little, but I can't really do it no more for real right now. So, but what's going on with Jared from AWP? Jared has been indicted with two felony counts of child rape. Sugar butt. That's what's up with Jared. He has two victims that we know of so far, his cousin and his sister. So that's sugar butt. Jared is not the person, I guess you could say, we all hoped he was making himself out to be. Because the more I dig and find stuff like them financials I found earlier, it's disgusting. And then he tried to say, this and that, like I was reading earlier about, I tried to talk to you, well, and I, talk to you. For one, I have complete understanding of what his victims feel because I've survived it. They have too. No, he's not locked up. He has a court appearance on November 30th in Utah. I guess and if it's federal, I don't know if hey, I got the same shorts on. I do. Well, no, I ain't. Mine don't have nothing on the back. But anyway, no, he's not locked up. And I'm almost wondering if they're not going to try to do a federal somehow or another on there. I'm more about federal cases than I am state. I guess because mine was a federal case.
I'm not quite sure that it's Fed status.
I don't think it is right now. But if any of his other victims, if there's any other victims and they were out of that state, or if that happened while he crossed over into another state, it could be turned into a federal. I'd have to look into it a little bit to see exactly what it would be. But Jared's a pretty guy too. I mean, I'll go ahead and say it. He's a pretty guy.
Possibly if he was on the run, maybe, but he doesn't meet federal criteria, to be honest with you. There's
not really
when it comes to the law, but no, this bitch right here went to fucking federal. She just like fuck all that.
36672-044 is my federal register number. 366.
She's like, I'm skipping over all the baby shit and I'm going straight to the top. If you're gonna do it, fucking do it. And you know what? She done did it. Feds. How did it feel when you got that paper that said the United States of America versus Natasha McMillan? That's a lot of fucking people.
I self-surrendered my own indictment. Didn't even know I was self-surrendering. I did. They got me real good on that one. I thought I was taking my husband some money. I took him some money to Jackson. Well, the kiosk would not work. So the marshal guy, and I didn't know he was a marshal guy. I didn't. I thought he was his caseworker or whatever. And okay, Sky, I got your message. Anyway, so whenever we was at Jackson, Missouri, the guy said, "Okay, can you come down to Cape and meet us there?" And Cape Girardeau, Missouri, is where one of the federal buildings is. We have two. We have one at Cape and we have one in St. Louis. I have got to visit both of them actually. Jamie's case was held at the Cape one, and they actually put mine up in St. Louis. I didn't even have a vehicle at the time either whenever I got indicted, but yeah, God worked it out. So, Yes, sir.
We're gonna have to schedule another live this week, possibly, or next, whenever you have time, and let's talk about the inside of Fed. Let's talk about the Fed time, because, well, to be quite honest with you,
I will tell you this.
I have not made it to the major leagues, bitch. I need to know.
I was on state drug court when I caught my case, and
You
my
were
poor
drug
judge,
court.
my judge,
You
Judge
violated drug court.
And get this, Judge Pinkston, he violated me several times for drinking. My nephew got killed drinking and driving, and I admitted to going out and getting drunk that night, and he said, "You're going to jail." He said, "You're not going home today." He said, "You might as well call your ride and tell him you're not going." He said, "You're going to jail," and I was like, he said, "I'm not going to have another death on my hand." And I mean, my nephew was on drug court with us, so Judge Pinkston put me in jail for 3 days. He put me in rehab. I signed myself out of rehab. Yeah, it was. I was a badass little girl.
You signed out.
Huh?
You signed yourself in and signed yourself
out
out.
of rehab. Yeah, I pulled the. They had took me to the doctor and gave me a
off right here. Read this one. I'm fixing to highlight. Miss fucking Brown Noser of the Week.
Who?
Lil old me. I never even got a speeding ticket. Bitch, come hang out with me. We're gonna get you a charge.
No, we're not. We're not going shopping, Noel. We're not going shopping on your
reason. There's something wrong.
We're not going shopping on your bank account, and we're not going shopping with my shopping list.
That's another live, darling. But I mean, like, listen. Should that situation happen again, can't we fucking go shopping?
No, well, here's the deal. You and
You're like,
can bring me y'all,
we both going to
buy you a new car. I need a truck though. I got a camper. I got to pull.
That's too funny.
It's okay, Sluggy. It's fine. I've been jumping in on different ones here and there.
Mental health breaks are a good thing. I do it like 10 times a day. Wrong one.
I've been dropping some lives trying to. Been trying. It's just, I was going to yesterday. I mean, I really contemplated it, but every time I picked up the phone to do the live or whatever, I was sick. Really, really sick. Yesterday is just, whew. If this dude, all right, well, let's start some true crime conspiracy out here for a second on this one. Since that's the True Crime Committee and Natasha's Bermuda Triangle, which she's president of, because we all are lost right now. So, anyway, put a 1 in the chat if you think he's gonna beat the charges, and put a 2 if you think he ain't. Yeah, it is. Truth exposed, very intense. Okay. All right, so there's the 2. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, this mug tries to say some crap like they did with Kylie's case, talking about accident on my ass. They gonna be diving for you.
That's actually a really good thing that actually I didn't even think of. Is it going to beat the case or not? I mean, facts are facts. Evidence is evidence. Who knows if they still even, if there was a drug, a rape kit done. Sorry, not drug, rape kit. But this mofo knows the ins and outs of all the rules, the laws, regulations, everything. He knows all the loopholes. You're telling me. So, like, Jared probably does have a slight.
Jared might live, let me just say it like this. Jared might live in $1 million home and be skimming off of all kinds of stocks, because he used to be a day trader in the stock market. I mean, I've done my research on him already in the past 2 days. And usually when I do that, somebody ends up deceased. So
he did admit. That's right, Sluggy. You're right. He did admit. But Lindsay does not know who Jared is. Do you know who? All right, Matt's going to take over. Yeah, you're welcome to share, and Matt is going to sit in front of you and hang out.
Look at you. He wants to be on camera. We've had enough of the camera today.
Monkey motherfucking do.
What's going on with it?
All right.
Okay,
tell
Lindsay. Let me tell y'all what's going to happen here, because I mean, I have had experience with state cases with my uncle having to do this. He's going to jail, and Jared is pretty. Jared is a pretty boy. So Matt,
What's going on?
boy, let me ask you your opinion on this, because he's going to get jail time. They will give him jail time. They gave my uncle jail time, and
Jared?
Yeah, my uncle, whenever Jeff's dad, he got sentenced to state prison in Georgia. I know all about these states. So, and that Kelly was 19 or 20 when she filed in 94 against my uncle, and they sat his ass down.
Well, let me ask a question. I don't really like talking about this type of stuff. Well, the Jared AWP, I'm definitely going to get into it a lot. I'm going to cover a lot of it. But I do have an ugly question I want to ask. I don't want to offend anybody or anything like that, especially if this has happened to you, like as a survivor. I don't want to go there. But
I might be okay right now. I breathed a little bit, so I might.
With asking, you guys were saying if you can beat the charges. With that being said, how do you
how do I feel about asking that question?
No. How does the state provide? Look, this is 30 years ago. I think a lot of people did not believe the information yesterday, but because the sister now has came up, doubled down, backed it up, and also said, "Hey, look, this happened to me as well." Where is look? There's when this happens, they use rape kits, right? They use rape kits.
In situations where it's child incest, like this situation, there's really no way. But the one way that they can do it is she had mentioned she had infections. So there's doctor documentation.
Oh,
yeah,
gotcha.
There's doctor documentation. My cousin Kelly, that's how they got my uncle. They didn't do a rape kit on her, but they did have medical records showing.
So
I could get my cousin put in jail right now for 2 counts, probably mine and the loss of the baby.
So is a girl that young? Let me ask you this. Definitely don't know the answer to this one. A girl that young, her age, obviously
9 years old.
Do you have to have your period to get a yeast infection?
No, but in order to get a yeast infection, you have to either have bacteria, which can come from a dirty penis. And in children that young, a 9-year-old, that's one of the signs that they look for in situations like this.
Okay.
Because that's almost a given.
So that's definitely okay. So that's definitely going to be like some evidence.
The evidence against him. They do. And the reason she took so long is because it takes courage to do it, to come out with that.
Oh, yeah.
So
I don't know. I don't have that type of trauma.
I was watching a live before we went live, and I broke down crying before I even went live earlier because I was listening to her, and she said that how it all really come about was, they have them things like if you've been a victim of Mormon sex abuse in the Mormon church, and I mean, there's that, and I mean, I know by me saying that, people probably gonna be like, "Oh, it's money, this and that." Whenever we have situations like this, it's not about the money; it's about getting your voice heard and just getting it off your chest, because you carry this shit for so long, it eats at you.
What's up with the Mormon religion?
The Mormon church.
They're taking a hard one on this. I don't know anybody that's Mormon. I don't have no problem with anybody that's Mormon. I don't know what I believe. I don't want to say this wrong for anyone that may be Mormon. Is that the belief that you can have multiple wives?
Polygamy.
So you can have more than one wife?
Yes, sister wives. Yeah.
What is sister wives? What is that?
You ain't ever seen that show, Sister Wives?
No. I've seen South Park, the South Park teaching of what a Mormon is. Has anybody seen that? It's very comical. That's all I know about it. Skunk, I know you've seen that.
You are a grounded white boy from South Park.
Have you seen it? Listen, South Park is very accurate with Canadians and the Mormon people. I can vouch for that.
No,
At
I
least
think
I think
South
they
Park's more Jewish than Mormon.
Hey, what are you doing?
You are
Bonnie
grounded
over
from
here.
South Park, Matt.
There are
Yeah,
two different types of Mormons. South Park
all right,
has
do you
it right.
remember
Oh,
out in Waco, Texas, the cult thing?
yeah,
All right,
the
so
shooting.
out there in Waco,
I remember
Texas.
that.
Look, I'm like out there in Waco, Texas, the cult, David Koresh.
Has anybody seen? All right. I'm going to put the South Park Mormon breakdown on the screen real fast. I think it's only about 2 minutes, but they break the whole religion down very quickly. Anybody Mormon in the chat? If somebody Mormon in the chat, of course I've seen the South Park Mormon episode. See, skunk.
Are you sure it's
but
the
they kind of
Mormons or the Jewish with the little hat?
but they break it down a little bit. And listen, they're very accurate with Canadians. Shout out to my Canadians.
In this one?
Huh?
Did they kill Kenny? Did they sacrifice Kenny in this one?
No. What they do is they tell the whole story of the. They say I don't remember John something is the. It's a song actually. It's just a quick song, but they give you the whole recap. Let me see if I can find it. First off, let me see if that's even on YouTube. Let me see if I can find it. Hold on. It's this is literally my knowledge of Mormons. I should probably do more research, but hold on. South Park Mormon.
Y'all knew I needed a good laugh. No, you don't, Sluggy. You ain't got Kenny on you.
Wait a minute.
I dated a guy named Kenny Thomas a long, long time ago, and he was my best friend until I found out some stuff about him with Madison's case. So now he can just rot in jail.
$1,000 property tax. Isn't this?
Oh, he's talking about Jared.
Yes.
I'm gonna play the Mormon episode on South Park. Oh yeah, this is it. It's only 4 minutes. It's only 4 minutes. They do a great job with the Canadian breakdown.
That's skunk. That's a question for Sluggy Slew right there, because I'm not sure.
Let me show you how to do it.
Let me mute. I'm gonna mute out.
Yeah, hold on. Where you at? Kind of want to wait for Noelle so I can show her how to do this, because I've been needing to teach her. All right, give me 1 second. Hold it down. Actually, I'll share it. Let me see. Let's do this. All right, people. If you don't know who Mormon is, listen, because I have a feeling with this AWP thing, this guy.
Gamer, hold on, Matt. Gamer guy, why are you mad?
Getting and Mormon, and there's a lot of excuses there, and they're all wrong. But I think we're going to hear Mormon more and more, especially with the sister being public. So I want to kind of anyone who has actual knowledge of Mormon people, watch the song, and they do kind of. It's a little bit comical, but they do break it down very fast. Now they could be. It could be all
Days of Christians or whatever. Latter-day Saints. Latter-day Saints.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me do this. Don't know if I can. Hold on 1 second.
Gamer left, but he said he was mad.
All right. You ready?
Here, put this on there.
What?
Put the mouse on here, please.
Go.
I don't want to ruin the mouse. That's why I don't use the table.
You should flip it around. Use this hard side. Oh, it's the same thing. All right, you ready?
I'm gonna mute out.
All right. I can't do it on this computer anyhow.
What's the episode, Matt? Hold on.
It's called.
I gotta get a new computer. Mine fell on the ground.
I'm gonna actually share it in the chat. Copy the link. It's called Stan Challenges the Book of Mormon South Park. I'm gonna share.
Oh my! Why are we talking about
funny thing about that too?
Serious situations to cartoons?
Well, no,
because I'm gonna actually send you the Zillow link to Jared's $1 million home. That thing looks like the cult.
So everybody can see it.
I gotta find it first. It looks like a cult. For real. Where his home actually looks like a cult.
Like a compound?
Yeah, that's it. The compound. All right, Jared. Isaac.
That's what it is.
It's in your head, zombie. Oh.
Natasha.
What?
Zombie. Sorry.
Natasha,
You haven't seen that all day long.
I'm gonna text this stuff. Can you hold the live down for 3 minutes? I'm gonna text you something right quick. Hold on.
Y'all, I'm going blind. I got it all up.
I'm trying to get this link real quick for them.
Everybody coming into the chat late, I'm gonna text you this article. It is it's the Sun article. I'm trying to find it.
Oh, the one from the Sun. I got that one. I'll just have to drop it in private, and she can.
Wait, I'm late to the party. People got mad that they made polygamy illegal.
Who said that?
Long gone.
I know Gamer left. Whoa.
Some group. Yes, they do. I tased a Mormon. Oops. Yeah, I did.
Probably dated a few Mormons in my life.
No, I never dated. I don't think I ever did. I fucked an Amish person. He left on his Amish vacation, and I'm like, well, might as well do it now.
You porked an Amish dude?
I fucked an Amish man. Yep.
Shenanigans.
Can you say you fucked an Amish person? Then suck it.
No.
Nope.
I have bragging rights.
2016, they got Chapter 7 bankruptcy. I mean, I don't know nothing about this stuff, though. I mean, I don't know nothing about. I don't know nothing about it. So I'm gonna drop these links in the private chat, and you can.
Matthew, have you listened to the new Tom McDonald song? I don't know if you even answered it.
Fire is fire. That is a fire ass song.
I listen to whatever he plays, and I'm paying attention.
It's in your head.
All right. You want to hold the
zombie?
Hold it down just for a sec. You have the Sun link?
I'm already holding it down, and I've probably got that Sun article right here before you get it, Matt.
She's doing good. I'm letting her lead the show a lot. Utah passed that law in 2017. What up, Christina? Wifey in the house.
Christina, what's happening? What's up, Sunshine Stacy?
Sunshine. Hey, how are you, Sunshine? You're seeing it first. My comments are coming in. Well, my phone always comes in. Noelle, do I mark it off the bucket? Did you fucking Amish person? Because if you did, it's totally bragging rights.
No, all right. Pork Amish person.
Was married and they filed for divorce, okay? And then he hit the legal age where they're allowed to take their little Amish vacation to go and see the world and decide if they want to come back and be Amish or stay worldly. Well, I got that motherfucker on his little let's check out the world vacation.
Are you getting into her case tonight or no?
We're gonna have to do a couple lives.
All right,
Christine is in the house.
Here, help me out. Natasha, hold the live down just for 1 minute.
That's what I'm doing. It's in your head. It's in your.
Yes, Matthew. Our son, it feels so good. Mark it off, Matt. Yes, fucking an Amish dude is definitely, or an Amish shit. Fuck them.
I mean, I just like to get boinged by one.
Y'all birds out there, thanks for nothing.
It's in, I didn't do it.
I always did it, and even if I didn't do it, I'll take credit.
Hey, did you see how my baby boy come in here and got on my lap a while ago?
No, my son ain't feeling so great, so I wanted to check on him, which is why Matt came out. I know about that. So, but tell me what this case is. I have no idea. Sunshine, stay. Where'd she go, Matt? And his
this case is about Adventures with Purpose.
You got it.
Jared Lysick, the founder or whatever of AWP. He's been charged with 2 counts of child rape. That's what's going on with this case. He's out. He has a court date of November 30th in Utah, and it just makes me plumb sick to my stomach with me being a survivor myself. And I'm thankful that the victim and his sister have come forward because, AWP, Jared, is all about helping people, and yeah, they did find some people, but it just contradicts everything that the mission's about right now. Can you hear me? Did you mute me? You muted me, didn't you? I got muted, I bet you. Did you mute me? No, I don't know if the 2 counts are for the sister and the cousin now, or what. I'm not muted. I think Noelle is muted. Somebody muted. Can y'all hear me? Okay. Yeah. So that's what's going on with the case. I have took and unfollowed and unsubscribed and unmemorized. Memorized. I've come up with words tonight. The story broke yesterday. Today's Sunday. Yeah, it broke Saturday. It was not how I planned on spending my Saturday, but it was, yeah. It was bad. It breaks my heart though, for real, because these percent from AWP emails between him and his cousin. So it's a wow, definitely a wow factor. Sugar butt, definitely.
Sugar butt.
Is y'all's baby okay?
He's not feeling good. He stayed at my mom's last night, which was fine because he likes to visit my parents as often as he can. And he came home today. He's like, man, I threw up earlier. And so I gave him some medicine, and I'm just like, rest, relax, whatever. And now he's just not feeling too good. So, we needed a parent moment.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people subbing from.
It's going around. There's something other like a scattered or scrambled variant now going around or something. I don't know.
Another COVID.
That's what it is. It's the scrambled or the scattered.
Amish pox is next. I probably got that.
Rona pox is what I've been saying.
Matt said I can't go to Maine because someone said that Maine's an Amish town now. I will run through those motherfuckers. No.
Well, you can go to Missouri.
Kidding. Married.
Creamy corn. Who's corn?
I was like, you got
creamy corn is what Jared's going to be begging for when he gets in prison.
He's like, no, I left my hat at home. I'm like, damn. He's like, what? I'm like, it would have been a lot more excited if you had your hat on. And he just looked at me. I'm like, all right, just drop your pants.
Jared gonna be wishing he had some creamy corn instead of that whole kernel corn they serve in prison whenever he gets in there, because Jared is a nice looking guy. They gonna take care of him. He gonna be just right in there.
And kids more than my kids got a note home from school saying they shut really. They shut down. I just highlighted it for influenza A, not enough teachers.
I gotta go to Walgreens.
We have a few in Missouri. All right, so we got Missouri, babe, and we have to go through Maine. If we keep this up, I can run through the entire Amish community. Oh yeah, I'm just kidding.
I said I gotta go to Walgreens. I gotta go get my shot at Walgreens, my flu shot. I gotta get a flu shot. Yeah,
A long
gone
time.
it is.
What are these disgusting compulsions? Oh, wait, are you talking about Jared? Because I might be just a little bit lost. Hey, babe, I can stay with Sluggy, so you ain't even got to worry about like me getting hotels and shit. I'll be saving
What?
money.
You
I'll
can
be
pick me
walking
up
the
and
opposite side if
bring
they
a
want to go
truck and
back.
we'll take the camper.
You go, girl.
Bring the truck and we'll take the camper.
Don't like child rapists in prison. Nope.
No,
They
do
don't.
not. And like I
You know
said,
what?
Jared looks nice. I mean, but he does have that mouth type, so I'm just saying.
But
His
does he
mouth
have
does
an
seem a little,
ass? Does he have like a
his
man
mouth
ass
does seem a little bit rounded.
too much, or does he have it? I'm gonna fuck you in the ass kind of ass. That's the difference.
No,
Not
he's
the
got a I'm gonna
prison.
fuck you in the mouth type of mouth. Do you hear me?
Boy,
got
you
that
sure
one.
do got yourself a pretty mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Finish the storyline. All right, I gotta stop. Finish talking.
Is it gonna say you gonna eat your cornbread?
Boy, you ain't eating that, are you? No.
Sky, have you got a truck?
Come to me. All right. So Maine, and then we're going to Missouri.
You gotta come through Missouri first to get to Maine. Because what you do is you'll come up 75.
Look, I don't know directions. I don't know shit. I just know I'll get there. I don't know where I'm going.
24 up north, and you'll get off at Paducah
Punch
and
your girl
come over this way to Missouri. And then you'll pick me up. Then we'll go pick up Sky, and we'll go see Sluggy. Sorry.
There we go. Natasha's on the Let's Fuck the Amish communities team.
Hey, it's on my bucket list. I ain't got but a few more things to mark off.
I haven't seen anything announced from Chaos Divers or AWP. This makes my stomach. I'm telling you, it's horrible, isn't it, Sugar Butt? Sugar Butt, I want to see your butt.
Oh, wait.
No, it's terrible.
Now listen, I do know
that out of it to make light of it. I think because all of us are just like we're just disgusted. How do you call yourself a fucking hero when you've been a criminal since you were a fucking kid?
It just. You know,
I mean,
Sam. I wonder why Sam the Adventure Man was not with them anymore.
He was what, 16 or 17 years old, and he's.
You know, I wondered a while back when I was transitioning from up there in Vestas down to this way, I want to hear about the police corruption. Matt, we'll get there in a second. We're talking about Jared's pretty mouth right now.
Boy, let me see them lips.
The police corruption. Huh?
The black. Do that for me.
Okay. The police corruption. All right, Sky, where are you at? You're by Poplar Bluff, ain't you, Sky? Is that what you said?
And here's my husband.
Mm-hmm.
Amish people cannot smash the like. I feel like some in the chat are part.
You would think I'm Amish the way I live.
Here
I
we
can
go.
pump my water and bring it in, and
I have us a hashtag.
Oh hell no! I'm scared. Team Amish. That's too. We need something catchy. Amish tea. Amish tea and damaged goods.
Damaged Amish. That's right, motherfucker. I will
Amish tea and damaged goods.
You've been fucking through glory holes and holes in the sheets for too long, boy. I get over here. Let me teach you something.
I need a boyfriend.
They have cool hats.
I do. I need a boyfriend.
Matt said.
Oh man, I got a hat. Hold on a second.
They have cool hats. Super jelly, honey. I asked him if he had a hat. He said he did not have his hat. I was like, well, damn, that made it a lot less exciting for me. You ever see someone and they look really good, like whether you're at a bar or walking around, it don't matter, right? And then they take the hat off, and you're like the hat made you, boy. Put it back on.
I can't find it. My one hat I've got, it says, "Ride it like you stole it."
I have a shirt with a John Deere.
With that dude. You done had the whole YouTube community, everybody in YouTube community saying he was arrested for gerbils.
You don't need a boyfriend. Live lonely. It's better. I'm 28 and I will die alone and happy. Let me tell
You're
you what.
28, I'm 43, Sluggy. I need a boyfriend.
My single days were never boring. This motherfucker's, she's like, I was a hoe. I ain't proud of it. I'm proud of it. I don't give a fuck. My husband was a hoe. I'm a hoe. I was a hoe.
My husband's still a hoe.
I gave up my whore card for him. I turned that shit in. I like burnt it and stuff. Like I threw that stuff. I retired my hoe card just for this motherfucker.
You know, whenever, and me and Jamie, like I said, we got almost 30 years together.
Skeezy looks Amish. He probably would actually look good in that fucking hat. Not good as in like attractive, but like it would fit. It like works. Also, Trump supporters, trans country, and so many more things. Even arrested the other day.
Now, was he packaging the gerbils in his bung hole, or was he like? I mean,
he was a mule. Oh my word!
A gerbil mule.
He was trafficking gerbils in his anus. I'm not a player. I ain't a player. I just fuck a lot. Stop swerving off the road. Sunshine Stacy. I'm 30 and single. Well, you know.
Are you male or female, Stacy?
Right? Can we get some pictures?
Are you a guy? Sunshine. I got sunshine
on a cloud day.
See, we're not. I don't want to talk about corruption right now. I've dealt with corruption. The reason I was asking Sky that though, Sky, how close are you? Are you in Butler County or what?
If anyone asks,
I wasn't here talking about.
Not I was. What happens in damaged goods chat stays in good damaged goods chat, unless one of them scavengers fucking screenshots it. Then you're fucked.
I want to know what's up with the dude that come on that one night when we was talking about Kylie's case when me and Sluggy told Matt about Quentin, baby Quentin. That one dude, Jim, ain't that his name? He said, asked Matt if I was his daughter.
If you're his daughter? If you're my husband's daughter? Does he realize you're older than my husband? I mean, look. I'm still waiting for that knock on the door one day. Hi, I just want to let you know that I'm your daughter. And I'm going to be like, Matt.
That's going to be me showing up.
Matt.
80 years old on a walker in a wheelchair.
I'm like, do you have any kids? Like, are there any kids out there? He's like, not that I know of. And I'm like, one day there's going to be a, hi. Mrs. White Boy? Yes. My name is, I don't know, Katrina, Stacy, Sluggy,
Tamika,
Natasha. I'm Mr. White Boy's daughter, and I'm just going to be like, fucking come on in. I knew this was going to happen one day.
This is right down the road from me. You're in Stoddard County. You're not Butler County, but you're in Stoddard County, Sky, is where you're at. The reason I'm asking her is
Matt,
Butler County.
4 years single, like single. No, whatever happened to Mr. I don't talk English? No habla English. Not you. I'm fucking with my friend.
Hold on a second, damage. You want to hear about some police corruption, Matt? I'm gonna give you some real quick.
We can make a whole lot of
witnesses, guy. Anyway, in Butler County, Missouri. They had an officer over there he was an officer. No, he wasn't an officer. He was like a city worker or whatever. The cops, he shot his girlfriend, his wife, or whatever, and the cops just, yeah. Do you remember that? Know which one I'm talking about, Sky? The officer that shot his girlfriend, wife, whatever, and yeah, she lived. But also, there's quite a few cases over there right now where people are going into the Butler County Jail in Poplar Bluff, Missouri, which is run under Sheriff Dobbs, Mark Dobbs. He don't kill me. Anyway, they are going into the jail, but the only way they're coming out is on a stretcher dead or in a body bag dead. Yeah. That's Poplar Bluff, Missouri. That's only what? All right, I'm in Sykeston. Fisk is. Sky's probably 20 minutes away from me, if that. 20, 25. I'm 13 minutes from Morehouse, so yeah. Yeah, you're about 30 minutes from me, Sky. And then over here in Mississippi County, Missouri, they take and they've killed a few people in their jail too. The Tory Sanders case, it was a black gentleman who come through Mississippi County. He had stopped at the truck stop up there, one of them, and they took and arrested him, put him in custody. They could tell he was, a little dazed and confused or whatever. And what? You're put in a position where you must be besties with either a Mormon or Amish. I'm fucking Amish.
I'm just reading that too, actually. You are put into a position where you must be besties with either a Mormon or an Amish person. If you don't choose, the option is death.
Hell, I'm dying anyway, so bring on the party. That's how I look at it. I'm going Amish because that's how I kind of live an Amish lifestyle. For real.
Nah, bitch, you got some power. I see lights in your house. I know what that Amish
I got power now, but if I had to be parked on a residential property, I wouldn't. I'd best be running off an electric cord or a drop cord. I got my fuse box out there now. I'm moved up to. But yeah, Amish. Amish all day. And I got some Amish soap in my bathroom, some Amish pickles. Yeah. We got some Amish goodies up in here.
They do, they make a lot of really badass stuff. And like you could buy like truckfuls of bed, like your whole like pickup truck bed, fill that bitch up with fucking wood and stuff. Cause I got tired of chopping cords of wood when I lived down up north. And you could buy a whole truck bed for $20.
Me? What family? I ain't meet no damn family. The family better get ready to meet me, and they better hope that I'm on my best behavior.
Wait, what? Amish bread is good. Their food's always sweet too.
Madison
You
County
have
is.
to call every day on phone and meet family. They will become best friends status. Who you got? Come on. You won't die.
Damaged goods?
I can't call anybody if I'm Amish.
I'm picking damaged good and sluggy. Because between the three of us, yeah, we're dangerous. Dangerous.
I live between the Amish community and Mormon. Amish smell like BO and rotten meat. Good thing I was wrong.
And they make some hella good soap. They do. Because see, that place I was working at,
they make that goat milk soap and all that stuff.
Yeah, and that stuff works.
Christina, are you team Amish or team Mormon? I mean, if you're right there in the middle and you had to pick between one or the other, which way you going? I gotta know. You gotta tell me. Amish are very handy. Mormon, well, I really don't know too much about them.
You decide what you want to talk about, corruption or Amish.
Oh no. Is Noel moving in with you? Christina, Pete is still jelly. I told him that we were all going to hook up and be happy together, but he's all pissy. Pissy pants. More like what I saw. They call every day and meet the family. Mormon.
Love you too, Sluggy. You leaving us? Don't leave us.
He's on Mormon because they have power. I'm lazy tonight. Hey, Sluggy, good night. Love you. I'll be visiting you in the Amish soon. Just kidding. My husband will hear me.
Man, forget Arkansas. Them Arkansas people done plumb crazy. They brought that shit up here in Missouri. What do you think of that, Sky? Them stupid people. Watermans. That's all right, though, because I got people in feds. I got people in women's feds and men's feds.
Oh my, the Mafia. Did you read that? Did y'all ever watch that, like, Amish Mafia or whatever show that they had on TV? Like, I watched a couple episodes and I was just like, this is just too fucking
the
stupid.
Amish Mafia.
I can't.
They just some young. They probably Mormon kids acting like Amish. For real. I'm just saying. But yeah, Sky, that's crazy, ain't it? We from the Show Me State. Yeah, we all about that here. But they didn't have to show us their craziness. The Waterman people.
I'm from Florida. I'm labeled crazy before anybody fucking meets me.
Well, look where I was born. I was born in Southeast Georgia, so was in Florida all the time. I'm just a Target person. I'm all over the place.
I am not all over anything. I am here or in the house or out back. I do not leave.
To barbecue and rotten meat.
Oh yeah.
I bought a little Minnie Mouse crock pot and I put me that beef stir fry meat. I just put it in there and I'm letting it cook down. It was almost done earlier. It'll be really good and tender by the time I get done in here. Eat me that with some grits. Slice me up a tomato. Oh yeah.
Plain grits, or do you flavor them? Because I like I like cheddar grits myself.
That's the kind I get. I get the instant cheddar. So.
Yep. Technically, you could beat a whole mafia with ease. With
what kind of mafia are we beating? Are we beating Amish mafia or the Mexican mafia? Because if we're talking about the Mexican mafia, they're going to take the extension cord, tie us up, and burn us.
My God. Well, I guess there's that. I'm just waiting for you.
That's what I was saying earlier, Noelle. You said I was dangerous, and then I threw in, I do investigation for true crime. I mean, just saying. Why y'all think I always know where to find these people at that are missing?
She's got skills. I'm not going to lie. Natasha, I told her, I'm like, you need to talk about your stories a little, like you can even tell like one story, but cut it into 2 different episodes. She has experience. I mean, I was like, dude, on the edge of my seat, keep talking. Tell me more. Tell me more. Tell me more. Was it love at first sight?
Tell me more. Tell me more.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck.
Did
she put up a fight?
Yeah. Homophobia.
We're all going to get in trouble. Someone is going to call us trans racist Amish. Dear Lord, leave it to my husband. Peter was married to the mom.
Trays. They're going to call us the trays.
Peter, tell us about your mob wife.
Who was that one? Was it Bugler?
Bugler?
They just got killed in prison, wasn't it?
Huh?
I don't know nothing about having no links to some mobs or anything. But wasn't it Whitey Bugler got killed here recently in prison, I think? Whitey Bugler, whatever his name is.
I recall hearing something about that.
My husband was in the cell next to him at one of his places. My husband was incarcerated at one of the prisons where he was at he was in the cell beside him. I said, "Oh, you think you famous now?" Matthew divorced.
My husband thinks he's cute.
He thinks his tractor sexy. Yeah.
So.
See, I got all that out of me a while ago, and I kind of feel better now. I don't ever want to talk about it again. No
gamer guy wants some eggs. Do we have an Amish woman in the house that will make him some eggs over a fucking candle?
What?
I mean, you clean, you cook, you make your own clothes. Gamer's hungry.
I do that here.
You ain't going to your house. You have to
Bye,
run to the damn
Plant
store.
Diva. Thank you for
Bye,
stopping in.
Diva.
Visit with us.
Hanging.
Oh. Yeah, that just,
I'm glad you
I don't know, I feel a whole lot better. Thanks, Sky. I'll message. Hold on, let's see here. Oh, I think I added you on Twitter too. I learned to crochet in prison. Oh. You told me.
See, if y'all want to pick up like a hobby or a skill, just fucking go to jail.
I mean, I kind of knew how to do it before jail.
You'll go in a bad person, come out a fucking crafty motherfucker.
Not me. I went in a bad person and come out a bad person.
Yeah, jail does not. They need a better reform program.
And I think the federal.
They don't do anything to like rehabilitate y'all when y'all come out, or us when we come out. I said y'all, like actually, I ain't never been there.
With the feds, I went to college when I was in the feds. I mean, they'll send you to school, but I went to school at West Virginia Community and Technical College up there.
Yeah, I'm gonna put you in timeout. Say I won't. Well, I just told Matt that I'm fixing to put him in timeout.
I was trying to talk about it a while ago when you brought up some Amish stuff.
We'll talk about it. Tell us about it.
There ain't really too much to talk about it, except I told about over there in Poplar Bluff, those cases. But in Mississippi County, I mean, they would just rather take and brush it up underneath the rug because people are missing for. They don't make people worse. They just equip them to live on the streets. Anyway, over in Mississippi County, my baby girl Madison Lambert. Do you know about that case? I'm gonna ask Sky because she around.
We have to do an entire segment on that.
Yeah. Well, I gotta speak on it just a second to get to the corruption.
No, absolutely. No, I want you to, but I want to get in depth with like all the like everything, you know. I want it to really fucking just like boom out there one day.
Matt, I got a corruption thing for you. And this was just this past December last year. Over in East Prairie, my cousin, I was staying with him. And yeah, I know about Timmy's case. His mom is Barbara Allen. Oh my God. I'll get on that again anyway. But yeah, I just had a thingamajigger. December, Matt, are you listening? Matt, attention, Matt. Matt.
Listening, I am.
In December of last year, it was like 3 or 4 days before Christmas. That would be great, Sky. Do you have a connection to that case up there? I'm fixing to call about Cheyenne Morrison tomorrow. I'm definitely fixing to do that. She's the girl that went missing over here in Sykeston last year, and ain't been heard from since. So I guess I'll have to go play in the ponds and the creeks around here because I got a pretty good feeling where she could have been, dropped off at or whatever. And if she did, man, I'll never get in that creek again because I just went swimming in that creek last year down there by Quick Check and the golf course. But I'm gonna check that out tomorrow. I'm gonna get a hold of the detective on her case, find out exactly what's been done and things like that. So here is Sweet Tea from the EP's nightly corruption with the judicial system. Last December, my cousin Jason, I was living with him. He has diabetes. His stuff was dropped out. His sugar was dropping real bad and he was sick. So his brother, Marty, my other cousin, he called the ambulance. I had left to take Mimi her car back at the time. In the time I left Jason's house, which my camper was in the backyard, in the time that I had left, it was about 15 minutes. Somebody had came in, did him a shot, left the drugs, didn't even do a shot. They left the dope on a spoon and left it out. So whenever the ambulance people got there, Jason was in bed because he was sick. They was like, freaked him out because there's dope sitting right there out plain sight. That's probable cause, right there to do whatever the hell they wanted to do.
It was dope right? Like heroin, fentanyl, something
No,
like
it's
that.
meth.
It was meth.
It was meth. Now, before I had left, I made sure there wasn't nothing out, nothing like that. Because I did relapse a little bit last December. I will be honest, I did relapse last December. But my husband was getting out of jail after being locked up for 4 months. It was, yeah. Anyway, so
you can't dwell on that shit.
Yeah, that part's over for real. But it all blends into this right here because now I knew that they could not go into my camper because it's my property. My camper was a separate dwelling from my cousin's house. For one, it's in my name. Two, Amish white boy right here. Matt, sit down somewhere.
Apparently,
anyway,
I'm still fucking Amish.
Anyway, so whenever and my cousin, he was dead sick. I mean, he was dead sick, but he looked like an Ethiopian crackhead running from the house to the ambulance when the ambulance got there because he was scared that he was going to jail. Well, but on his run from the house to the ambulance, and I mean, he literally was like that.
How fast did that motherfucker run?
Okay, you've seen the memes of the black guy going. Yeah, he looked like. Yeah. Anyway, so he told me who had been there in that time that I had been left. And I was like, well, hell no. I was like, that's what happened right there. There's your shit. And so I asked the officers, I was like, do I need to be here? Now, I'm standing outside. I was going to put Jason's dogs in my camper, but I was going to sit out there with them or sit in there with them because there were 2 pits. I wasn't going to leave them in there by myself. So whenever I told the officer I wasn't going to leave them in there by myself, and they said I couldn't be in there with them, I'm like, well, do you need to go in and check my camper? Plain and simple. And I knew there wasn't nothing in it. I knew there wasn't nothing in it. So they was like, no. I was like, well, I'm going to tell you right now, you do not have permission to go into my camper. My camper is a separate dwelling. It is not part of the deed or anything. So you do not have permission to go into my camper. If you need to go in there, you can tell me now while I'm here and you can go in with me. Plain and simple. Well, they said I didn't need to be there and think I don't like being stuck in the middle like that. I look all anyway.
Whenever I do this, I have a problem with the comments. Like I could see the comments.
You just click the comments, you'll see the comments, but you won't see the stream, like the camera.
I got it on a desktop. I could see the comments and I could see the stream, but I can't write the comments. Hello, Jory.
That's me. That's why I got my phone out.
Yeah, that's why he's on his phone. Yeah. Matt, Jory likes your shirt.
Oh, thank you. So I'll tell you what. I don't know what you guys discussed, but
do you want me to finish telling you some corruption?
Well, no, the corruption is in your story.
Not all of it. I'm trying to tell you a piece of corruption that ain't got nothing to do with Maddie.
Oh, well, you could say it, but what is the plan for the case?
I don't know.
I don't know everything you guys talked about.
Well, Maddie was going to kind of like be a follow-up to it, depending on how the stream went and stuff tonight.
Okay.
Yeah, just
that's what I've been here the whole chat and live. I know what was talked. I said that wrong. I know what was talked about in chat tonight, but I meant to say when you guys were on the phone and stuff like that.
Yeah, Maddie was going to be a follow-up considering how bad it hit me with all the talking and stuff with that. But then you got to talking about wanting some corruption. I was just going to throw you a piece of corruption because this is some corruption right here. I was going to tell you.
Do it.
Okay.
I told him to grab the link so he could add his 2 cents when you talked.
So the cops, I leave, right? My camper's locked up. I have locks on it, everything. But I also had a camera in my camper. That way I could see outside or whatever. I leave my cousin's house and actually come over here to Sykeston. A friend of mine come pick me up and brought me over here. And it looked like a whole episode of Cops outside and stuff. Them ignorant son of a bitches broke my door window, cut my lock, damaged my door, and all kinds of shit. without my permission coming into my camper. And then they had put a search warrant or whatever on the desk inside the house, inside Jason's house, beside a bong, a dope bong, a meth pipe dope bong. Yeah, had a pipe on it, and yeah, left
Creative
it there.
motherfuckers.
Yeah.
You want to know a creative person? You want to know a dope head, a dope addict? They can fix anything with like a screwdriver, some duct tape, and bubble gum.
Why are you telling all my secrets, Noel?
My bad. I ain't getting all of them.
Anyways, I truthfully, I like tape and zip ties. I do a lot with zip ties and tape. But yeah,
like
I did have a paycheck. It was a $4 check. I had a little box on my bed. They took that, but they tried to say that they had this and that. They ain't said nothing else to me, and I was like, so can I get my check back? Yeah. They are corrupt. They will kill somebody in a heartbeat and try to say that it was suicide or this and that. They will get information on missing people, and then they turn around and they don't want to accept it because the people are involved inside of the jail or connected to the jail somehow or another. Corruption at its finest here in southeast Missouri, and it goes all the way from the Boot Hill down there in Kennett and Pineville, I need to find out where that's at exactly. It ain't far, but all the way up to, the tip of it, because Timmy D's lived in Fredericktown. So, yeah, it's crazy. Crazy.
The stuff in Chatham County, how do you guys feel about
corrupt?
Yeah. The very one-sided there. Did a video on it. It's up on the channel. But
Chief Hadley come from Kalamazoo, Michigan.
Well, what's weird is there's signs there now. They have those signs, no loitering, 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. So it's strictly for nighttime. It does feel as though they are comforting and making it convenient for the family over there. It's really weird. It's very weird.
They just got some more money too.
Who did?
Chatham County.
Well, the weird thing is, they said that they made that the city did that ordinance and put those signs up.
To put them signs up was a new ordinance. There isn't a new ordinance into place in Chatham.
It was not new. It just wasn't enforced. It's always been there because I saw an interaction between the cops got called. It was actually Molly did a video of the police talking to I don't know what they were there for. It was a black police officer. He's talking to Molly, Andra, Dolly, and the cop says it's not a new thing. They just enforced it. It's very weird that they did that though. It's weird. It's very weird. Very weird. All right, so listen.
I'm trying to pull up this commission, the Board of Commissioners report. It was just this past week or so in Chatham County.
I want to ask the chat because I know a lot of the names want some honesty here. I actually snagged something from the well. It's actually her thinking, and it had to do with Aaron Carter, the loss of Aaron Carter and Molly Golightly.
I made one not okay joke, and Matt was like running with it.
Well, I made a parody about it. It's already made. It's in members. But I want to ask the chat if it's too early. I think it is too early. But go ahead. Tell the joke, babe.
Well, since you asked me to, I guess I will. Because I can be funny sometimes. We found out, that Aaron Carter was dead. And immediately I said, well, he's young. He's younger than me. Was it an overdose? I mean, excuse me for jumping to the obvious, but that's kind of what takes us all out, right? Anymore?
Mm-hmm.
It's still clear
he died whilst taking a bath.
Oh, he drowned.
It was
Yeah,
an overdose. I guarantee it.
So right there says
I think so too.
overdose, meds, some shit. There was something involved. And I said, I don't really fucking blame him. And Matt looked at me. I was like, dude, I'd have fucking killed myself too if Marissa was my goddamn life coach.
Yeah.
All right. So I took that and ran with it, and I made a parody. Gotta give Noel credit. But anyway, to the chat. Is it too early to put that one out?
No, hell no. I just fucking said it on live. It ain't too early.
I wish she would cover up her boobs, man. It makes me want to fucking, yeah.
I gotta go to the comments.
Hold
on a second. Actually, let me go down to the
Oh,
comments.
AJ in the house. Right her. Check her out.
What about the boobs, AJ?
I said it involved the same thing. With Marissa, Kate, Fupa on the ground, whatever name I want to call her, at if she was my fucking life coach, dude, I'd have killed myself.
They would have found me in the freaking tub. They'd have found me hanging somewhere.
Long. He tried to think a creative way to go out. He didn't kill himself, but anyways. We're not
saying he killed himself, but what I'm saying is
I just was making a tasteless joke, and I'm not sorry for it.
Well, I'm just saying.
However,
what I was saying is that
people just fall out in the tub.
Fentanyl.
Thank you. Maybe his sleeping pills kicked in too fast. I don't know, but I mean, you take a fucking bath. Rubber ducky, you're the one. You make bath time so much fun. I mean, what the fuck? Who dies in the tub for no fucking reason without something involved? Whitney Houston, exactly. And her daughter died the exact same fucking way. Oh, and she beat
Whitney?
Whitney and her daughter, they both died in the bathtub. Yeah. Aaron Carter. I mean,
her family
they'll never probably release the like legitimate fucking toxicology.
We can get the FOIA out.
I honestly think that he probably has some kind of something in his system, because who the fuck drowns in the bathtub? Sorry.
Well, we can take it to the max.
Legitimate, honest, real reason as to why the fuck that would happen. Maybe I'll believe you.
I know him and Jared was running neck and neck on them videos, though. It was like over half of them was Jared. I give up. I'm going to bed.
Dear Lord, Sluggy just tried to kill me. I almost drowned in my fucking ginger ale. You see that? Thank you, Sluggy, for trying to drown me.
I heard of this one.
That was almost an accidental ginger ale drowning right there. I guess it does happen. My bad. It can happen.
Well, I heard of this one case in the true crime community on YouTube about this one case where this young lady went into some water, but she didn't have no water in her lungs, but they said she drowned. Where'd they do that at? Truckee.
Okay. Just in case people out there don't know, like I was an LPN for a very fucking long time, but you don't need a medical degree, a certification. You don't need shit to know this. If you are alive and you drowned, you inhale the water, which makes you drown. You have water in your lungs. If you are dead and then you end up in the goddamn water and there's no water in your lungs, that means you were dead before you hit the water. It's simple, people. It's not rocket fucking science. Okay, she says, first, Lindsay says he didn't drown from drugs, but now she's saying he loved drugs. Which means it could be either or. I'm just saying.
Lane's a
I'm not challenging you at all. I'm just saying it could. Hey, look, we all love drugs at one point or another. I mean, who's to say that he didn't?
I give up.
He didn't say, you know what? I feel like having a good time tonight. Man, you know what? I'm like rolling balls on this ecstasy, dude. Or I'm like fucking nipple deep in fucking Molly.
You used my recipe.
Goddamn bubble bath. Next thing you know, I got
you used my recipe, didn't you?
Yeah. I mean, I forgot. You're gonna have to text it to me.
No, hell no. I done went feds once. I ain't going again.
You ain't got
If
shit
I
to
go
do
again,
with it.
they're gonna
I'm
be
going
alone.
shopping.
If I go to prison again, y'all definitely gonna be looking for some bodies.
Just
And it
fucking
ain't gonna
take
be
it
none.
with you, man. Last night, I almost got into a fight at the fucking concert like 10 times. And Matt was like, bro, you're going to go to fucking jail. I'm like, that's good. Leave me there. Don't bond me out. He's like, I can't, we don't have the money to bond you out. I said, I ain't going to let you bond me out anyway. They're going to be like, your bond's posted. And I'm going to be like, shut the fucking door. I'm staying.
You could have just said, let me go on a live real quick. I'll have $3,000 real quick. You won't even have to drop the
I was live. If Pete's still in here, Christina was there last night. If this shit went down, this little fucking like 4-foot dude got in my face, started cussing me out. Now my husband like towers over him. He's like, yo, you got a problem? Let's talk to me. And he backed up. And then his homeboy stepped up to me. He's like, fuck you, and cussing me out. I'm like, bitch, like, I got you in the parking lot, bro. I got you. My husband's like, you ain't got shit. And he's like, you want to talk? And then he goes and hides behind the first dumbass that fucked with me. He's like, bro, you gonna get me put in jail. My live ended because I fucking like this bitch was fucking with me and I pushed her, and then her fucking old man charged me. So Matt like jumps in front of me, in between me and that dude. He's still here. He's like, yo. So he backs up real quick because ain't nobody want a piece of him. They all want to fuck with me though. There was like 10 of them, and they each single-handedly, one at a time, fucked with me. It was like their goal to fuck with me all night long. And I'm not.
That's the people from YouTube.
I'm not the one to fuck with.
They said they're from the Bermuda Triangle.
My bitch, I fucking told you when I pushed her. Old man comes up in my face. Mac is in his face. She pushed me back. I go, here, take my phone. Matt's like, I ain't taking your phone. I'm like, take my shit.
I ain't dealing with nothing thinking about my shit.
And he wouldn't do it. When I did that, that fucking live ended. So I put that shit in my bag, and I'm like, what? Motherfucker told the bouncer to throw me out.
At that place
I got escorted out of the concert. I had 10 people single-handedly targeting me all night long, and he told him to get me out. He's like, I can't stop her. Like, they gonna keep fucking with her all night. I can't stop my wife. Just take her out. I'm like,
did he say you need a bedtime song sung to you? In your head, yeah. In your head.
Fucking rat.
Zombie. What are you talking about, Matt?
What are we? I don't know. We got knees or bent.
First, I seen something other about a hot dog.
Okay. Matt cannot fit in the bathtub. You know, like he's like 6'1", and they're bathtubs are made for like 4-foot people because I can't even fit in the goddamn bathtub like my whole
you don't
body.
ever want to get in my shower here in my bathroom.
Which is another thing. I don't know how tall Aaron Carter was, but I'm not small enough to submerge my entire fucking body into the water to drown. And I'm assuming since he's a man, he must be taller than me. Come on.
I'll into that. You
gotta drown myself today mission. You gotta be filled with talent to get yourself in that small ass tub, or you gotta be fucking on something. I'm sorry. Like pick one or three.
Did you hear me? I'll have his whole manner of death and cause of death by tomorrow at noon. Autopsy written up. You like that song, DC?
I do that for karaoke. Google says Aaron Carter was 6 feet fucking tall. Unless he had, and he probably did. I retract my last statement. He probably had like one of those big boy custom tubs that could maybe fit his entire body. Who knows? But if he had like a regular poor person tub like I do, that motherfucker ain't big or small enough to drown. Marissa, you fucked up. Kate, stop life coaching. How many fucking deaths you got under your belt, bitch? That motherfucker's like taking notches on her lipstick case. She's like, another one bites the dust.
Well, I do know that it was the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department, so let me just type in my broadcastify.
He's 6 foot tall and 115 pounds, malnourished, it said. That sounds like a fucking stimulant to me.
Yeah. He was on that.
Man, I want to be on what he's on.
California. He was on that Zoom. He was on that Zoom. He was on that super boot heel slim fast. That's what they call it over here. Boot Hill
Is
Slim
that-
Fast.
The meth diet, Slim Fast, left
Yep.
for a bit. What up? What up? Sally's back in the house. He was a junkie
Hey,
fighting.
welcome
You know what? DC's right. It's sad, but it's true. A lot of us, we fight it.
So a
and we
day
don't-
ago, what date would that have been?
Every fucking day of my life since I quit doing drugs, it's been a long fucking time, and it is still hard. There's never going
It
to
is
be
hard.
an easy day where I don't get a phantom high, where I don't long
keep one of
gone.
them.
Thank you. Just because I can, serious and funny life. Oh, thank you, long gone. You did not have to do that. I appreciate it so
What
much.
do you do? I missed it. What do you do?
Hmm?
I'm on Broadcastify. What do you do? I didn't see it.
Oh, long gone. Did a
Thank
super
you,
chat.
Long.
I think the bathtub accident is a paid what? Is a
The
paid nice
stem-
way for
oh,
rich people to use
Stem
media.
Fast diet. That's hella good right there, DC.
The stem fast. Oh my word, we smoking crap. If I was in a claw tub and on a bunch of Xanax, I could do it. John, in the bathtub, I'm only 5'5" though.
I would like to know how they doing it though, because there be times I be ready to die and it don't happen. I'm just.
Do you know? Like I've even said that to Matt. Like I have no idea how I never overdosed. Like,
oh, I
really?
have overdosed several times.
I have never overdosed. I came close once, and I told Matt about it. I was like, "There's just one time where my head, like something said, don't do all that. You know, change it up a bit." And for fucking some reason, I actually listened to myself. And when I altered it a bit,
Mhm.
it actually still was. It was enough to scare me.
Yeah.
To the point where I was actually concerned. But like everybody knows, we're gonna OD. It's like that.
Right.
But no, I definitely. I literally had one moment in time where I was scared. And I was thankful that I listened to the little voices in my head.
Houston, we have a problem.
So
I cannot remember. Okay, I know whenever we was doing the truckee stuff out there with California, I was able to pull up Nevada County, but it's not giving me. Is it like it's Los Angeles County, and I can't get it. I don't think Los Angeles.
So my husband just said he died twice. Saved videos until I had and it's true. One of the times that he died,
I died 4 times.
was right after I moved back home and we were still talking, and he didn't tell me about it because he knows I would whoop his fucking 6-foot-tall ass.
I tell you what, if I ever die with a needle in my arm or anything like that, I was killed.
He to be alive because that last time was almost too fucking long.
Los Angeles.
And he did. If I'm found dead in a tub, someone is collecting insurance. DC, is that the truth or what?
Found it.
I OD'd once. I had a seizure and was out for a couple hours in front of, I can't see, my parents' house. I woke up to my mom saying, "You had a seizure." I have no memory of it. But
seizures are a motherfucker.
week, I almost died from alcohol poisoning.
Oh, that can happen. And see, that's another thing that you bring that up with Kylie. That baby didn't have. I've done looked all into her toxicology reports and stuff like that. And on the toxicology report, there's updates being made on it. So they are testing it or whatever. But we ain't gonna know nothing until we get the accident report from CHP. But I don't know nothing about all that stuff like that though.
Bitch. Man, just because. Hold on.
Now, just think if everybody in the true crime committee would listen to me, and when I tell them something, it wouldn't take us 5 weeks to find somebody. I think
Ain't that the truth?
somebody call AWP, they'll find her.
So, my beautiful fucking friend.
Mm-hmm. Oh, they got fires out there in California again.
She said, "Here's for the Amish."
Who said that?
Christina.
Oh.
It was a horse and fucking buggy. I can't get that straight.
I want to go horseback riding so bad.
I love horseback riding. But yeah, she sent me a horse and buggy. I guess that's my giddy up. I almost passed away a few times. Nothing drug related though. My face was gray and people I was with said I was cold. They literally went to buy crack and blew it in my mouth and brought me back. That's true.
Yeah.
If you die, overdose, whatever, the magic cure actually, if you get it in time, is blowing crack in someone's face because it's a stimulant. So
these mugs around here are so crazy.
As long as they blow, I don't keep Narcan in my house. There ain't no need for it.
I do. I've lost too many.
$250 a box.
That was free.
Oh, they get that shit for free? It's $250 a box here if you want to buy it. I only know because I worked in a pharmacy.
Well, it's that. Hold on, y'all. Y'all see my butt for a minute. I gotta get my baby. Come on.
Woo! Show me that booty.
Come on.
That funky tongue, but on the dome.
I'm trying to advertise so I can get me a boyfriend, get Johnny Cash back, get Johnny a daddy. Come here, son. He's cussing me. But yeah, I just got this, and Jamie, my husband, gonna ask me. He said, "Can you get high off Narcan?" I said, "Just go ahead and pass out. Let me narc you." I said, "I'll show you."
What a stupid fucking thing to ask. Narcan is to save your life, and a lot of the times you're not lucky enough to get saved.
If I could have got to Madison in time, that would have saved her. But
I don't think.
Wait a minute, what did I just approve? Sally Haynes.
I don't really know exactly how I feel about the Narcan being free. I know a lot of parents will buy it because they have junkies for kids. It's very expensive, but I was like, when I worked in the pharmacy as a farm tech, I was like, kind of like
15 minutes to what?
I'm sideways about it because I was like, if I'm gonna go out and get fucking high tonight and what's to stop me from buying a box of Narcan? You get two because you get 2 sprays in it, right?
I think
if I go out, I got something to save me.
No, Sky, they give it to us because that fentanyl's going around real bad for a while there.
I need a coffee. Sluggy, you don't need coffee. Just get on some dope. There's all kinds of meth in this chat. Let's say
she does not. She's a little bit delirious tonight. Y'all, we just
am not.
White boy, we're gonna need to come administer something to her, please. Some Amish to her, please. We need the Amish mat. Amish mat to damaged goods, please.
Amish to aisle damaged goods.
I feel like we are suddenly in a car again.
I don't care. I'll try anything once. Fuck that. Fuck you. Fuck them. Fuck him.
I'm not fucking nobody tonight.
Me either, probably. By the time I get in there, my husband will be snoring and farting.
Can you get Narcan without a script? I'm not sure.
We can joke.
You are blessed, guys. All I have to say. If you've never done this shit, don't ever touch it. That shit's straight up the devil.
Yes, you can get Narcan without a script. You can buy it over the counter at your pharmacy for $250 a box here in Florida.
This is Johnny Cash, y'all.
Johnny Cash in the house.
Come here.
I had a barn cat. I rescued him. And I had him for a couple of years, and his name was Willie Nelson.
Really?
Yes, ma'am.
You want to say hi, Johnny?
Just give me regular sugar, and I get hyped.
Never mind my house.
My cat looks very similar to Johnny.
I told you, didn't I? Hey, you're on TV.
I am currently on drugs. I'm not sorry at all. Just weed. So that doesn't count.
Sky, how old are you? Do you care if I ask how old you are? I mean, I come with an age limit on me.
Sky, how old are you? We're a friend. We're asking for a friend.
Sally, are you a female or a guy?
Johnny Cash wants to know, how old are you?
Look, he looked.
Job? Are you stable? Are you single? Are you like single, like my old man or old ladies in jail single, or I'm mad at my significant other single? Like, we have to ask all these questions these days because like single don't mean single no more. Meow. Happy.
Look at him. He's like,
are you Amish?
I'm Amish. Man, look at my hair. My hair done fell all out. It's been a rough night, man. I look like I done been partying.
She got that. I just got fucked hair going on.
Man. Okay, well, Stacy.
There's a whole ass application.
If you were a guy or a girl earlier.
I have 2 cats. I'm a female, and I love dick. Well, that fucking crosses you off my list of things to do. Fucking ruin my night. Thank you.
I got a plastic one. Or no, it's like silicone.
Man, I'll tell you what. Vibrators are like the best thing God ever created. Y'all need to take stock in like Duracell AAAs.
Country
Just saying,
girl,
I'll
where
make
are you
you
from?
rich.
All right. If you've never experienced any type of drug, drop a 1 in the chat. If you've never experienced any type of drug, drop a 1.
What's the option for asking for a friend?
We'll get there in a minute.
She says, sorry, damaged goods. It's all right, Stacy. I mean, you kind of played with my emotions a little bit. I'm not going to lie.
Stacey, does that tell us that you are a female at least?
She is a female, and she likes it.
Where is, what's his name? Cheech. Where's Cheech at? He ain't been in here, has he? He's usually in, he's in White Boy Chat.
Kyle from Twitch says, you will get no ones.
Obviously.
Not in this fucking chat. You're hanging out with the wrong person if you want people that are drug free.
Well, I mean, we've had a few in here. That's why I was like, drop a 1.
Marijuana chain. Who left, babe?
Medical or Reggie, Scott. 2 for medical, 3 for Reggie. 4 for homegrown.
What's up with bud though? Like honestly, there's like the vape shit. There's like, do you remember back when we were like jits, that like the dirt weed, the regs that y'all would buy, and then all of a sudden they got this shit that like it like
okay.
You think it tries to like does marijuana people stop being extra with it.
How did you get a second hand high on crack?
Hmm?
Was it this hand or was it your second hand? Or was it a third hand up underneath there as your second hand?
Wait, I don't even know what the fuck you're talking about.
Sunshine Stacy said I've done pot and second hand high on crack.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, Cheech is a woman? I thought Cheech was a guy.
No, Cheech is a chick.
Oh, okay. Well, I like her personality.
I grow my own oh god. I knew somebody that made dabs and they had like this really bad setup to like do whatever, and they had like this thing that the fucking shit went on. They had to scrape it off and then they'd like use a blowtorch to smoke it, and like 5 seconds later like
that's some daggum meth, and that's that methamphetamine. That's
dabs. That's like from marijuana. I've never done it, but
with a tube.
Whole fucking process.
With a tube, like smoking out of a tube. I got a dab. I got a bong actually.
Dude, they just do something. That was before my time.
I don't consider weed to be a drug though anymore because it's legal here in Missouri.
What do you mean you got a dab? I thought you had to like dehydrate, do all kinds of shit to it, get some kind of like the resin to harden up.
That's the old timey way. They got new ways to do it now.
Blowtorch. What the fuck is a dab press?
A dab. Oh, that's where you press your stuff out.
Here you go, Christina.
Well, Sky, if you get down this way, I'm right here at Lambert's. I live at Lambert's. Literally, live at Lambert.
Christina, click that link and fucking blame yourself.
Please.
Lucy, you got some
We
explaining
are
to
the
do.
shit show. See, welcome to the shit show. We need explanations here at this show.
Is this north versus south accent? What part of the country? I'm in Florida.
I was born in Georgia, southeast Georgia.
She's from the Holland.
From
I don't
where?
know. I don't know what kind of accent. I'm from fucking Florida. I got that hood
I got
rap.
that sweet tea accent.
I'm from the hood, and I don't go fuck. That's just me.
You got weed gummies? Man, them weed gummies mess me all up. But now I might could eat one being right here at Lambert's. I just have to make sure we got 20 so I can go over there and get me a plate. Because I'll eat the whole. Lambert's, man, they feed you a plate of food for $19 and it'll feed you 2 people.
Yeah. I'm feeding pigs. Christina is always up doing something with her pigs.
You got pigs?
Matt just came out and said
Hell,
that.
there's
Not anymore. I used to raise my livestock to slaughter them, but Christina has pigs. Anyway, I gotta run because Matt just came out and told me that our son needs me.
I'm ready to get off anyway. I mean, I'm tired. I'm sleepy. I'm hungry. All this weed talk's got me at contact.
Bitch got a fucking internet contact high.
And my cat looked at me like, I wish to God I got a picture because he just stopped licking himself and looked at me like, did you just say what I think you said?
Did I use drugs, people?
Drugs are bad, everybody. Stay off drugs.
No, for real, they are.
No, well, yeah.
Look at me. Look at what happened to me.
I'm happy about it for a long motherfucking time.
It's 2022, man.
There's a difference between like everybody's like, oh, if you smoke weed or do this or that, then you know you're not clean. I don't really think if you smoke weed that like you're a drug addict or whatever. I don't smoke, but I don't.
Look at my. You see my arm?
I am very like I have a very addictive personality. So one thing will just put me back on heroin, and that's what I'm always afraid of. So I don't take anything at all. Anything. I don't like Matt will tell you I had a fucking hysterectomy. I woke up from surgery and ripped the IV out of my arm. I ripped that fucker out of my arm. He'll tell you they gave me meds. My mom filled the perks for me. You know I don't do anything. Give me some fucking ibuprofen. She's like, I'll hold them in case you need them. Put them in your fucking purse, flush them down the toilet, give them to somebody else, sell them. I don't care what you do with them. Don't give them to me. And I did not take a pill. And Matt he's right here. He can attest to that. I will not take anything. Ibuprofen, I'll take. That's it.
Listen,
it takes one time, one bad situation, one bad fucking choice.
And that one choice you make will take life.
To turn me dead. I'm not going to die over a drug anymore.
There is no signs of change, man. It's
nah, sluggy.
It's 2022.
Pot don't make you an addict.
It's 2022. There is listen, man. There was a time where you can grow up and go from drinking beers at the party to burning some weed to taking a hit of acid to maybe doing some lines and whatever, man. But nowadays,
there was a time that drugs were safe, and people always talk shit to me when I say that. But there was a time I can go buy a bundle of heroin or an ounce of coke or whatever.
Shit out here now.
What I was paying for was what I wanted. I didn't have to worry that what I was buying was going to kill me. It wasn't all this fucked up bullshit nowadays. Back in the day, it was safer to do drugs than it is now. I'm sorry if that makes me sound like an asshole, but it was safe once upon a time.
Have the option.
That's not what Kyle put.
You don't have the option to do what I just said anymore. So many people have done that same thing. You went to parties, you drank a couple beers, smoked some bud. Maybe you took some hit of acid here and there.
Right.
Maybe you blew a couple lines with your friends. All different times throughout years, hanging out with your friends, partying, and maybe that's where you left it. You grew up, you get responsibilities, you didn't mess around with nothing else. But kids nowadays, young people nowadays, they don't have that option. Everything is laced with fentanyl because it's so
tasteless and it's odorless.
It's so cheap nowadays that is the cut. That is what's making the product extend. That makes a little bit more. So it's in everything, and people are dying left and right. You can't, and it sucks. It's not fair to young people who maybe aren't full-blown addicts, but they're out, they're making good grades. They're just out doing what teenagers and young people do. Same things that we've done when we grew up. They're getting their lives taken from them, not even knowing that not even wanting to take that dangerous drug, but it's mixed and cut in of the thing that they maybe are experimenting with their boyfriend, girlfriends, close friends, and they're dying. Then yes, there's addicts out there that are flirting with disaster, and there's all types of different examples. But end of the day, man,
I've had a lot of close calls.
It's just not worth it.
My husband died twice. I had a lot of close calls.
I've died 4 times. Every single day I listen to that scanner, especially at night, and I'm hearing calls, like, and I cover Stoddard and all that area around here. I get a scanner call will go off every day, if not every 2 or 3 times a day, of an overdose. Every day.
I got lucky.
I'm going to put a link to a song in this chat.
What is it?
And when you listen to it, and I do want y'all to listen to it.
The Drug Addiction by Kalichi.
Oh, that's a really good song.
That's the one I'm putting there. When y'all listen to this song, it ain't a joke. I want you to think of me and realize that was my life.
That man, I got lucky, man.
I love Chaz. I do. Chaz Smith.
Kalichi is amazing. The first time I heard this song, I cried. And I cried every fucking time I heard this song because it was literally another person singing my life. I was listening to my life from another person.
Right.
And
that's what I told Chaz. I mean, he'll message me every now and then.
Check that song out.
The song is from a fellow YouTuber.
Yeah, he's a YouTuber.
His name's Chaz Smith. He lives in Pennsylvania. He's got a little daughter, and he's engaged to be married.
He collabed with my friend. He went on my friend's channel.
Really?
Yep.
I want everyone, if you have the time, to listen to that song right there. And I want you to keep me in mind, because when you listen to that song and you think of me, the person that y'all know here talking about I'm clean and bullshit and just being a cunt on fucking YouTube, that was me once upon a time. And it took me a very long time, and Matt can tell you, I don't know how long it took before I could listen to that song without singing without crying. But then it took even longer before I could listen to the song and actually sing the lyrics and not cry. That song fucked me up.
My stepson that just killed himself August 1st.
You know what? I'll do it. Fuck monetization.
Favorite person.
Fuck. Y'all want to hear it? Let's hear it.
You hear what I said though?
What up?
My stepson, he killed himself on August 1st, but his dream was to meet Kalichi in person. He would walk around the house singing the song all the time.
All you have to do is reach out to that guy. He's not larger than life.
Kalichi is he's down at Earth.
Well, Dalton's dead now, so I mean,
I reached out. Well, no, I know, but he would have done. I'm gonna play this song, and then I'm gonna say goodnight.
Take us out.
This is my taking us out song. And like I said, just picture me.
I love y'all.
This is my life. This is my life in another man's words.
I love y'all.
I love you too, baby girl.
And I will call you tomorrow.
I love all of y'all.
See, everybody got
take this shit in. It's not fucking a joke.
My pain's deep.
Love you.
Managed to survive, so I got a story to tell. Listen, I stand victorious, make the sign of the cross. Look, I'm here to be the voice for every friend I've ever lost. Let me pray as I put together my hands. I've never been ashamed to tell you the person I am. When it comes to doing drugs, I've never been a rookie. But hold up, let me tell you about the places that they took me. I haven't showered, it's been possibly a week, and I'm so deep in a psychosis, impossible to speak. The coke is in my arm, now it's impossible to sleep. My throat's numb, closed shut, so it's impossible to eat. Losing weight's a part of my daily routine. I always use against my will, just praying I was clean. So nod your head if you understand what I mean. When I was growing up, I never thought that I would be a fiend ever. My life's tumultuous, it's never getting better. Another abscess from my arm is getting severed. My exquisite vision, depiction of dereliction, living conditions, malicious on a mission. All these green tree cops, look, they all know me by my first name. Paramedics had to revive me, this ain't a game. I worn the same clothes for like the last 10 days. And look, I wanna do better, but I don't know a different way. Completely all alone, I'm sitting in this room. I empty out the bags, brown liquid in the spoon. I have to do a lot, can no longer do a little. The water's been added, I place the cotton in the middle. I'm sucking every drop up into this plastic devices. I am tying off, I'm trying to find a decent vein to strike. I shove it ever so gently up underneath my skin as I'm pulling back the plunger to this blood in this syringe. I push it in and try to drift away to heaven. But criminals like me, that's never the place that we're headed. The guilt, shame, remorse, and regret I never address. And I'm a mess from all the pain and the sandwich I'm filled with stress. Overdoses, I'm emotionally broken, this ain't a joke. And smoking on the report, I never have any hope. This is me, I'm feeling like I don't deserve more. I feel disgusted as I'm pushing on this burnt shore. Someone stole the vinegar in the midst of a blackout. Another shooting gallery, another crack house. On the porch, welcome to hell is on the floor, man. I'm glancing at my arms and all I ever see is sore tracks. I'm feeling filthy, dirty needles with the orange caps peeking out the window. Someone whispers, lock the door latch. We're blasting off, departing from this mothership. I look around as others search the carpet for another hit. Crest whitening strips of Mach 3s. I'm on a suicidal mission till these cops try to stop me. We boosted every day, selling steaks for half price. Any dream I ever had was shattered by glass pipes. Glass rose, devil got me in his lasso. Into the gates of hell and I didn't even have a passcode. I'm hard-headed, I would never learn my lesson. You know the drill, commit a crime and get arrested. The misery never ends, I'll spend another week in jail. I don't have friends, family never paid my bill. So I would withdraw and kick on that concrete floor. I feel I've had enough, but my body is screaming more. The food is horrible, but I haven't eaten in days. No reason to go home, cause I got nothing left to say. I'm tired of this jail, I don't ever wanna see prison. Look, I'm tired and exhausted from this life that I am living. I would get a couple days clean and say that I was done. But every time I got released, I was back on the run. It's back to thieving, lying, robbing and ripping and running. These problems, I don't solve them, I'm crippled and sick to my stomach. I hang with prostitutes and these deadly degenerates. I'm homeless for the moment, but that's really quite irrelevant. The only thing that matters in life is my next high. I gotta be willing to change and give it my best try. I'm a servant and this heroin's my king. I'm feeling like a slave as I dangle from these strings. I'm just a marionette, I'm staring at death as I am carrying regrets that are just tearing through my flesh. We're dealing with a topic we're so careless to neglect. We're dealing with a dilemma, leaving every parent stressed. I'm so sick and tired though of being sick and tired. But then it finally happened, motivated by desire. I hit this point, I wanted to change. Enough is enough, my efforts been exhausted and I'm tired of being stuck. My faith is never blind and my future I barely see. But overnight was open-minded, I had this moment of clarity. So it begins and it's essential, I believe. Cause if it worked for you, then it just has to work for me. Through all this pain, there's gotta be a positive message. I talked about the past, now let's talk about the present. I'm no longer living that way, for me it's a blessing. But with one bad decision, I am back in that obsession. In 03 was diagnosed with hepatitis C. I utilize the bad, it's always been the fuel for driving me. And then you ask me why do I give this my all? I'm not trying to see rest in peace on my Facebook wall. I got clean in 05 and started rapping. I started touching lives, I never thought that this would happen. The shit today, trust me, it isn't heroin. It's killing everybody in the comments are disparaging. No one cares, I gives a fuck that I'm clean. For them another deadly overdose is just something to see. Look, I pay attention to every post that I read as you were sitting there judging in front of your iPhone screen, talking about these dying addicts and how they are worthless. And if they put a needle in their arm, then they deserve it. But that's someone's mother, someone's uncle, someone's daughter. And that's someone's aunt, someone's son, and someone's father. As I rap, the shit is giving me chills. And I'm speaking off experience, that's how I know it's real. These ignorant motherfuckers will say it's not a disease. And look, I really don't care, you can believe what you believe. I don't care to argue, I don't gotta give you proof. Listen, I was taught you don't gotta defend the truth. Incurable, progressive, and fatal unless arrested. I'm expressing aggression with every sentiment confession. Once a junkie, always a junkie, you're boring me. The last time I checked, there's one ultimate authority. I'm sick of these remarks and opinions from all these critics. Cause if you've never lived it, then trust me, you'll never get it. Be quiet, you're not allowed to speak about it. If you've never lived it, then you're not allowed to speak about it. How often you forget the only time that you should ever open your mouth is to eat a dick. Everybody is dying, it makes me sick. This isn't an epidemic, this is more like an apocalypse. So when I struggle, it's only right that I fight. And my experience reflects on how that diamond saved my life. You don't got a clue what I've been through. When I was at my worst, you couldn't walk a mile in my shoes. I survived a lot, so it's only right that I smile. When I'm aware of my surroundings, I'm no longer in denial. I'm blown away by every message that I get. It gives me motivation, it's the reason I never quit. We gotta do this together, we must trust. There's no you, there's no me, there's just us. I'm doing this with courage, I'm doing this with pride. I'm doing this for every single friend that's ever died. I dedicate this song to anyone that's lost a loved one. So live your life, cause tomorrow may never come. Be grateful for your past, embrace it, don't get embarrassed. Every day there is more children growing up without their parents. I felt pain, look, I'm not afraid to cry. My life changed once I was willing to try. I've been given many chances, now it's truly do or die. I'm doing what it takes so my daughter will never see me high. I'm doing what it takes so my daughter will never see me high. I'm doing what it takes so my daughter will never see me high. I'm doing what it takes so my daughter will never see me high. I'm doing what it takes so my daughter will never see me high.
Hit the link and read them comments. If you struggle with addiction, read the comments to this video. It's enough to sober you up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That was my life.
Your life matters, though, like all of ours. You know, we're here for a reason. Like I said, I should have died at 19 for real. They done give up on me a long time ago. And then this year they said I wouldn't make it to Christmas, but guess what? I'm gonna be here.
Put the link in the chat so people can read the comments in that song and find it.
I did put it in the chat.
You put it in there.
White Boy Latin Radio's in them comments a couple years ago. I wonder how long ago it was.
I
I
reached
was
out
too. I'm sure I am too, somewhere in there.
to a while back.
Did you?
A lot of people don't know that I am a 3-time published author. And I reached out to him because I wanted to get some permission to use some of his stuff and maybe have like something from him, like a testimony to put in the book.
Don't say that about the books yet. We're gonna fix all that.
I didn't get the
Do I
book
get one
all
for
the way written.
Christmas?
No, I got 3 published books. Real talk, but don't say the books right now. We're gonna fix
They're
all
in the
that.
house.
She got 3 legit children's books published.
3-time
Like for real.
children's author. Yeah. 3 published books. I'm working on a couple and they're not easy, and I'm gonna use a different name than what I published my first ones under, but when I get them ready to go, whenever I'm emotionally able to go through and edit them and make them publish worthy, I will
All right, yeah.
I'll get them out.
If you need some help with anything, just let me know. Just shoot it to me or whatever, and I can help you with it. So
I appreciate it.
anyway,
Y'all heard the song that defines my life. It's one fucking bad decision. That's all it takes. One bad decision to make me regress all those years. I quit doing drugs after a really stupid decision. My youngest, who is now 16, was 2 when I quit. My oldest will be 20. And unfortunately, he did see me high.
Yeah.
A few times. But
My daughter last year seen me high as hell when she come and picked me up, took me over there with her. But
check out Kalichi.
he's
Check out
awesome.
my
Dad,
comments.
yes.
Reach out. I put my number in that chat. I'm always dropping it everywhere. It ain't like it's a secret. My email, damagedgoodsfornoregrets@gmail.com.
Yep.
Hit me up. I gotta run because my son is summoning me.
I can't do the barf. You gotta help me. I'll barf.
What?
Matt said he can't handle the barf. He'll puke if he has to deal with the puke.
Oh Lord.
I don't do cat poop and barf.
So with that, we'll bid you adieu. Y'all, you know where to find me if you need me for anything. I'm here. I'm always here for helping everybody.
I want to say thank you real quick to you guys for tonight, because I'm the reason I keep squinting and stuff because my eyes are starting to bother me. I'm tired, but I got all that stuff off my chest and it feels a whole lot better, you know.
We're gonna do some more lives. I don't know. I put your link up there a long time ago.
Yeah, hold on.
Can you drop your link?
Yep.
Y'all go check her out. She doesn't have much on there, so we have to get on her ass and make her get some stuff out, some content. She's got some stuff that's really worth checking out. We just got to get her to do it. I'm gonna get
I'm a busy
couple
woman.
more lives on with you because we have to talk about Madison. Yeah. We have to talk about a lot of things, and we'll do it. We'll get everything out there, all the shenanigans, as Matt will say, all the stories, all the things that need to be put out there. That there's issues that just need to be discussed and have exposure, and we're gonna do it together. We're gonna get you monetized. We're gonna get your subs up, and we're gonna make you a fucking YouTube. Drop your link, mofo.
I'm trying to get it to drop and it won't drop. Hold on.
Did you see my comment? Oh, see.
There it goes. Okay, hold on. No, I didn't. I don't think. Okay.
I'm looking, Elsie. I don't see it right.
I just dropped it.
Alright. There's no you, there's no me, there's just us. Alright, y'all. Here is Natasha's link. Natasha McMillan. Check her out. Step up to her.
I have PayPal and stuff like that, but I ain't.
Let her know.
I don't think I even posted that yet.
Where you found her?
Huh?
I said let you know where they found you. If they found you here or in any of our lives we're fixing to do, let her know. Saw you talking to Damaged.
These are my people right here.
These people, I told you. It's amazing how you can speak right to my heart without saying. I love that song.
Who's singing Alison Krauss to us?
Alison Krauss. It's amazing how you can speak right to
they were talking me.
Without saying a word.
I have a Cash App, Scott. I do have a Cash App.
I do love it. I love it. I love it. Alison Krauss is amazing. Alison Krauss in Union Station. All right, y'all. Much love and respect.
I dropped
Thanks
my
for hanging out.
Too.
Drop it. Drop it.
Huh?
Do you have that stuff? I gotta check your channel. Hold up.
I know my PayPal. I know it too. So.
Before we get off of here, let me go check out your channel and see what your done did wrongs are. PayPal.
There's my Cash App and my PayPal. So,
all right, we got some things to work on.
For the subs. I appreciate it.
We have some stuff to work on your channel.
Mm-hmm. I know I gotta organize all my videos.
Nope, we gotta make you official. We're gonna make it look good. I'm gonna help you. We got this.
Thank you so much. Thank you, y'all.
I'm gonna help you.
Get out here and have like 70 subscribers and be like, whoa.
Nah,
I didn't think I'd make it to 50. I didn't think I'd make it to 50.
She has amazing life stories. Y'all are gonna be like, the fuck. But
Sweet
you know,
from the EP.
She's got shit that will hit all of y'all. There's something for everybody that y'all can be like, wow, you just like hit me right in the feelers. Like we connect. I have that experience. Unfortunately, or not unfortunately, I don't know what the fuck word to use, but Natasha and I have a lot of fucking things in common, to be honest with you.
It's a small
Other than
world.
the feds, you know, I never made it to the feds. One day, maybe. It's not like
No.
on my to-do list, but
Look, no, well, you don't meet people by accident. Things happen, pure coincidence. Pure, I mean, not coincidence. It's not. It's God, for real. That's what it is. It's God. So, yeah. I'm fixing to go in here and eat my food and crash. My cat's over here asleep already. Look at him. That's where he sleeps. Right there on my side table. Till about 2 o'clock in the morning, he'll be like, meow. But anyway, I'm getting off here. I'm going to bed. Well,
yeah.
after I eat. Yeah. But then again, I said I'd have Aaron Carter's cause of death, the manner of death, too, by tomorrow. So
I think you got like 5 subs tonight so far that I
Did I?
saw. So yeah.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
We're gonna talk. What time
I'll
tomorrow?
call you tomorrow. Or you can call me one. I'm probably gonna sleep in, but yeah.
I don't have that option.
No, my phone. If somebody named White Boy goes to dropping videos in the morning or whatever, my phone will go to dinging and saying notifications. It does that on anybody, but every morning I'm like, what has Matt dropped? So, but I love y'all and thank you so much.
That's right. I'm gonna use something an old friend of mine said that I kind of stole. Time to roll, butthole.
Right.
Deuces.
Love y'all. Good night. How do I? Okay.